especially at first
How
when
do
I
you
could
do
still
this?
like get through messages
How
and
do you
stuff. But
do
like I remember somebody
When
had
you can still get through messages is wild. When do you turn off your notifications? Is my question.
they never
They've
been
never
on.
been on. Yeah, come on. You know, bro, that's a dumb.
Welcome back. Give me some snaps. This is a rap about welcome back.
Mace.
Hey, Mace, Cameron, and Jadakiss, the Three-Headed Monsters tour and album.
I'm not aware of any of this. When did that? What?
Yeah.
I'm interested. Mace?
I'm not too well versed on Mace raps, but he's spitting. But it's like
Mace cool.
circa 2012 spitting, but it's
Oh,
spitting.
damn.
He-
All right.
he's doing it. Kickback in the building. Hello,
What it
Kickback.
do? Jadakiss gonna body the whole thing.
I am
No,
Juice
for real.
and special guest
Dun, 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 dun.
Justin
Favelababy.
Favelababy.
Baby.
Welcome. Kind of first time, not first time, kind of first time in this era.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Why are you famous now?
Now why am I famous now? I just been saying poems on the internet and people start noticing.
For the people that know
Words are powerful.
she just popped up as the most you might like you're like Lil Russell for the women.
I love that guy.
You're like Lil
Russell's
Russell
pretty
for the
tough.
women right now. Or no, not even for women because it's very your poems are very I'm
For
hyped right now
everybody.
because I haven't got to say this to you in person in a long time. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
And the fact that
Word.
it started from a to this is
It was before that.
I know. But that was the moment where I was like, no, I
It's
knew
to
she
go
was special,
somewhere.
but no, she lit. For the people that don't know, Favelababy has been doing these poems that are very motivating and inspiring and love and relationship thing, but it's not the heartbreak or the typical stereotypical man bashing or get money. It's more so achieve things, get money together, build success, and it's so motivational where I had to remove myself for a second because I've heard it for so many years and I know what type of motivation it is. And then when this started to happen, I kind of stepped back. I was like, was this my cheat code?
You
I
were
was-
the first person to say I'm a cheat code.
I was getting direct
Like
mainline.
You had the plug on that.
Yeah, I
You
was
know
getting
what I'm saying?
mainline Wallow
Wisdom.
motivational speeches.
Yeah, wallow wisdoms.
Running in the rain and
Yeah.
shit like that. She running on the
Trek-
treadmill.
trekking
It
through the
worked.
snow.
It worked.
It worked.
God, they silly.
Army crawls.
Through the trenches.
Okay. So I know you, but the people watching this don't know you. So can you tell them about yourself a little bit? And what was the catalyst for you to get on social media and just be very vulnerable at times as well and speak your heart?
Tell the people about myself.
Mhm.
So my name is Rebe.
Mm-hmm.
See, I didn't know we was using you got me using your Instagram now. I didn't know it was gonna use your name and stuff.
Well,
like
I'm
that.
still
That's-
Rebe.
Right.
Instagram persona is pretty much the same as
Mhm.
Rebe. Yeah, I just say stuff that rhymes. I'm a pretty regular. I'm special, but I'm a pretty regular girl. Work a regular job. Yeah, and I just say stuff that rhymes. And the catalyst, I guess, so like what made me want to start?
Mhm.
I did my own 30 for 30. So in June, my grandmother had passed and it kind of shook things into focus for me like, damn, what am I doing? with my life. Like, what am I reaching towards? Am I living in my purpose? One of the things I always pray for is like, help me walk in my purpose even if I don't know I'm doing it. So it takes some of the pressure off of being like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, you
Right.
just
I
trust you
like
gonna
that.
be doing it.
I like that. a lot.
So when she passed it, like I said, it shook things into focus for me, and I'm like, well, I know what I'm supposed to be doing because, like you said previously, I had posted some poetry and it low key went viral.
Mhm.
But at that time, it wasn't something sustainable. Um, People was looking at me like, "Oh, you so motivational." People started anticipating it, but I think like at that time, nobody knew. Like, I'm in the ring with y'all.
Yeah.
I hadn't overcame
Yeah.
and gotten to a point where it was something that I could
Experience.
continue to give
Yeah.
because I was drained
You
at the
still
time.
doing? You're not
And you were
looking. You're not looking
pulling.
from the top down. You still
Yeah, I'm still
with
in here with y'all.
everybody.
I'm like, wait
Yeah.
a minute, y'all, hold on.
It's easy to misconceive that.
Pulling from
Yeah.
life
Sure.
experiences in real life, emotions are draining.
Yeah.
It really is.
And when
To
you
think
went
about.
for the 30 for 30, I was like, this is a master class on expression
Yeah.
because you really, yeah. Oh, I came with bars today. I had to come with bars. I had to come with bars because seeing it is trusting that your audience is willing to accept it, and for you to be that vulnerable is like, can you accept me? So when I'm watching and like the first one, because I knew it was something when who was the first person to like repost you, like
that you felt was
of
that
major.
that thing, that person.
Was it Ari? Was the Ari one the big one?
Ari was the first one that everybody was reaching out to me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because when you get into that
Yeah.
ecosystem, like has Fashion Nova called type thing, because like that
Fashion Nova.
ecosystem, because that ecosystem.
Well,
that,
no,
they
so
get
here's
money.
how I knew. Okay, so when I started the
Tell
30,
me.
okay, so
You're famous.
I'm
friends
not.
famous. My famous friends. If Kevin Gates is posting you,
Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates.
If Kevin Gates is posting you,
He's a character.
not only are you reaching his fan base, but there's just people that like him for just his theatrics,
His
Yeah.
personality,
It's
honestly.
just his personality alone. I can
That repost though, I was grateful for that repost because it's like even though like people like him for his theatrics, like I like him for his spiritual
the way he
side. Like
thinks, the way he be
Exactly.
thinking about stuff, yeah, the way he speaks on things.
you're
underneath
hitting
all of that,
home.
he's still a person
Yes.
that has his own way of thinking, and it's like in terms of like spirituality and just seeing how he finds himself and
hit
expresses himself,
home.
even in like interviews and stuff. I'm like, he be
Mhm.
saying some good stuff, but I did my 30 days. When I first started, I'm like, this is terrifying. But I ain't gonna lie though.
Mm-hmm.
When I started, I had 4,000 followers, my regular followers that I had. And
A
I
normal
thought,
casual amount.
casual
Right.
amount, I felt like after my 30 days, I was just gonna take my 4,000 people and be about my business.
And run with it.
Yeah, I thought I was just
Yeah.
gonna be done with my 30 days and just be finished with it. So
The algorithms love you.
let's rewind.
Okay.
TikTok is what made me realize, like,
Yes.
oh, this might be something. So
The duets.
That's a
I
whole
was
different
like,
thing.
day
Yeah.
4, posting on Instagram of my 30 days straight.
It's wild. Day 4. It was that deep in, like quick into it.
Yeah, so I was only 4 days into posting on Instagram. I was like, let me just post on TikTok. I had like 30 followers on TikTok. Don't nobody watch my stuff. Don't nobody like my stuff. I was like, let me just go ahead and use both my platforms that I got. So I posted, went to sleep, didn't think nothing of it. Didn't even check TikTok the next day. So the next day, somebody DM me on Instagram like, yo, I think you on TikTok. You dope.
You doing numbers.
No, that was just reaching. I was just being like, hey, you
Be
dope.
Like,
Yeah.
genuinely,
So I text my
genuinely
best
reaching
friend
out,
because she know I don't be on TikTok. I'm like, girl, he just want to have conversation. So
yeah.
she texts
not
me
have
back.
conversation.
He just want to have something to
Man,
say.
that's
so
a
she
statement.
texts me back. She like, Rebe, you had 10,000 views, and I'm like, oh, that's
Ooh.
different for TikTok. So
Yeah.
I had overnight went from 30 followers to 1,100 followers. So I'm
Right.
like, that's nuts. So as that day went on,
Algorithms, bro.
yeah, TikTok, you know, it's only one video at a time. You don't just get an Explorer page where you can see everything. It's one person
Yeah,
at a
you
time.
really
So I'm
gotta
like,
watch it.
10,000.
Yeah.
So
Blink of an eye.
that was on Monday night. By Tuesday night, I was at 12K. By Wednesday night, I was at 20K. And I think I'm at like
Type
160,000
shit.
followers on TikTok. So I'm like,
Mhm.
damn, I never thought this many people would pay attention to what I was doing. So cue the panic attack.
Yes, because of energies. And hey, I'm exposed to the world.
There's a lot going on.
And do I
Eyes.
stop or keep going because it's working?
It's only day
Right.
4, and I made
It's
a deal with
working.
myself to do 30 days
God gonna
straight.
tell you.
So
God gonna show you. And
So I just kept
right
going.
right at the beginning. It wasn't even a week.
No,
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like,
you got
oh,
you
you
got a
thought-
few more of them weeks.
You thought this was
You
gonna be
thought-
easy.
yeah.
I thought it
You
was,
thought it was
gonna
gonna be low key.
You thought you were gonna
You
not
thought it was gonna
shine.
be a little more classified.
I
You know what I'm
did think it
saying?
was
Now
gonna
it's
be
Thought
like
you weren't gonna be
you
the
all
jewel
can
you
look.
are and shine in the light.
yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
like, good grief. So I
Good
kept
grief for
going.
sure,
I
Charlie
kept
Brown. She got it today. I'm there. Come on. We started with Winnie the Pooh. You missed it.
So I kept posting. Day 30 comes. I post my 30th poem. I'm like, bet. Me and my friends was about to go out that night. Posted my poem right before we went out. Rocking my friend's brand, AJ Aesthetics.
Yeah, plug it in.
But nah, so I post, we get to the spot. I'm like, we made it through my 30 days. Another one of my friends had just bought a shop. So we like, oh yeah,
Celebration.
it's up. Shot. Having a good time and stuff. Lemon drop. Having a good time. So I'm drunk. And I get on Instagram. I'm like, I just hit 30K.
Yeah.
On day 30, I hit 30,000 followers. So I'm like,
Should be happening.
Damn.
you trying to tell me something?
No.
Nah, let's take another shot.
No.
So we take another shot. A little bit more time.
Lemon drop.
So
Lemon drop.
Yeah, that was my favorite part. Yeah, lemon
so
drop.
you reached 30K on your 30th day.
Yeah,
and
now-
we really gotta let that
Resonate.
think
Think
in
about
a
it.
little because
If that happens to you regularly, I feel like you really are doing what you're supposed to be doing.
That-
You know what I'm saying? Because that happens to me a lot, especially recently.
You
but, like, it
realize you
happens.
aligned.
very
So,
That's how
but
you should
no,
take
I'm
that.
hard headed, and God knows I'm one of His most
So you still
hard headed
going.
children.
Turn
So I'm
up.
like, nah. I'm thinking I'm done. So I said I wasn't gonna be name dropping on here, but so I'm taking my shots, whatever. I get back on Instagram, and it'll say like priority, like if somebody like
With that, yeah.
I want to
That
get into how your Instagram changes too when you get to that level.
wait.
Is everything start to
priority.
happen?
Priority. I don't know about no goddamn priority.
Is everything
Priority.
start to happen?
Only
I'm
people
like,
did
what
me
in-
is you.
No, because I didn't even know that
Yeah,
was
It's
a
like,
thing
oh,
either. I'm like,
you got put on real quick. You said, oh, salute it. Like we
Okay,
there.
cool.
Priority.
Cool.
I get
So-
DMs from him.
so-
You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. We were talking about whatever.
throwing
make you a
memes back and
priority. You can
forth.
pop up first.
I can make you a priority.
Listen, no, so I get on Instagram and I can't even breathe saying this out loud. Erica Badu had followed me, and I was like,
I screamed.
I was like, man, what?
I
I'm in the
forgot about
spot.
that.
I'm in the spot. Like,
I was early too.
I'm looking at my friends because they drunk too.
On the 30th day?
On the 30th day, I hit 30K, and then she followed
And
me.
then she followed.
What if she was the 30,000th?
Oh, you taking it there?
Had-
You want
So I'm
somebody
talking
brain?
to my
You want my brain
friends.
to explode?
She
Chill.
was.
She
In
was
my
like
mind, she
she was
was.
like 30K, like maybe the 15th.
No,
I
in my
stopped
mind, she was.
breathing. Well, first I stopped breathing, then I started hyperventilating. Then, like, I'm trying to tell my friends, I'm like,
Panic attacks aren't fun.
This is our second.
They are
Erica
not. I didn't know what they
Badu
was until I
I'm
figured
like-
it out. Second, that's tough.
yo, my one friend, she like, you can cry. I'm
In
like,
public,
I
too,
can't
though.
think right now. Like,
Ooh,
so that was like it for me, where I was like, okay, I
Wow.
hear you. I know I'm hard headed. I know you just had to put it to me like that, but I didn't know you had to put it to me like that. But
Mhm.
I guess we going for day 31.
So you could yeah.
What do you? Well, okay. So before we
That's a real. That's a month.
Pass.
Still.
Before we pass this session, what are the topics of those 30 days? How are you finding your topics?
That's a good question.
How and have the definitions come into play yet?
No, the definitions hadn't come into play yet.
Because that every rapper need to step it up. Step it the fuck up.
Not
because
step it up.
I'm
the
listening.
definition, and then it doesn't even have to have a direct correlation,
Mhm.
but it's it's like the aesthetics of the words.
Word.
So when-
Oh
so
yeah,
when
you
you're-
know.
so
We
when you're
talking.
listening,
We talking.
you're naturally going to be like, all right, term. All right, so she's talking about terms right now, and,
Mhm.
and then you get into it, and you're starting to get it. tell us the topics of the first 30 days.
So
That first poem. What was the first day? What was that one like?
I don't even remember what the first day was terrifying though.
Yeah.
I will
It's
say the first
breaking the
day was
ice.
terrifying because it was like, okay, I'm really about to do this. And my one friend, Leash, I was like, Leash, should I post it? She like, yeah. So I want to say for the first week, I was running everything past her and she like, just post it. She was like,
Do it.
yeah. So I'm like,
yeah.
okay, cool. And I ain't gonna lie, like I was like, even if this only reach one person,
It's somebody.
even if it only catch one person attention, that's enough for me. And honestly, I'm like, shit, if my friend think I could do it,
That's all that.
that's all the
really
support I needed
matters.
for real, for real. I knew
Mhm.
I could do it, but it was like just that extra little push and support. I really needed that. And then like, of course, my other friends too, like they was helping me, like, just post it, just do it, Reeves. Like, you got it.
You gotta get them stamps.
Yeah.
They like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yes.
Dope. You've been dope. And you're good at it.
Thank you. So
Words.
my first, I don't know. It was like whatever
Topics,
came to
yeah.
mind. Whatever came to mind was just
So it's not like a
pre-planned thing. I
Yeah.
was writing them in the car most of the
Really?
time. And
You-
then
Okay, that dispels a thing I had. I was like, I feel like she's doing these bitches in the car, and I was like, because ain't nothing. That's low key, like it's real. Like you in there,
Yeah.
it's like you, and
It's
you can really
only
think.
you.
You can
Spaceship.
think. Yeah, spaceship. Oh yeah, that's
Spaceship.
some other shit. Yeah, but you know what I'm
Shit, a
saying, right? No,
spaceship.
that's. I mean, that's a yeah for sure.
so my first, I don't know. Some of them was like just something that was like on my heart already. Some of it was just conversations I would have on days that I would get stumped. On days that I would get stumped, I would turn on my music and I would just flip through my music until something caught my heart, and then I would
You
Mhm.
flow
do-
with a like an
That's
internal
fire.
beat. Like there's a I got lost on your page. I'm like yeah, I've heard these before. I've spoken to you directly, so I know.
Mhm.
But I wanted to like really step away from our friendship
Being
and really
friends,
just
right.
be a fan. Like really be a person that never
Unbiased in a way.
never seen
Yeah.
you before, never hung out, and like who is this and why would I follow this person? And
And those are
That's a
quick
lot of
questions.
pressure.
And those are
That's a
quick.
lot
And those
of
are quick
pressure.
questions that get answered if you really think about it. If you find somebody like boom, 20 seconds maybe at the
20
most.
seconds
Yeah.
maybe, and I'm off your page. Oh,
Could
pretty
be
girl,
shorter than
she's
that.
talking
Mm.
off the page.
Enough.
Hey,
My
I hate that
Explore
you say.
page is saying ass shaking couples, ass shaking.
Bro, I hate
this,
it. I hate it. I hate it. I
They
hate
got
it.
people losing
I
weight. I'm like,
hate
oh, so
it.
you know
Oh,
I'm losing weight. You know I'm
losing
losing trainer
weight?
shit now.
Oh,
They got everybody losing
they
weight. I'm
putting
like,
personal
God
trainers
damn,
on
man,
you.
like, he did good.
Damn. They're not putting
But-
personal trainers on you though. That's come on,
Well,
bro.
they're putting the before and after people like, yeah, I did this. I'm like, all right, well, good
Alright.
motivation.
I did
But
this.
in the sense of me wanting to follow and the engagement you're getting is like, oh, people are relating to it, and I know it's relatable already because I wouldn't be friends with you if it was
Yeah,
even fuck with
yeah,
you.
yeah.
That's fair.
So looking at it, and I'm stepping away, and I'm like, damn, like it's not even like like, oh, let her be my girlfriend. It's I want her to be a person in my life to be a motivation.
Help you.
Like
Hey yo, I'm glad I'm here because I got some, we'll talk about it.
like because that
That's
type of-
crazy to me.
those type of words you don't get from a lot of people, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of like doubt that comes with certain like if you're a hooper, if you're a mathematician, if you're a person that's just in engineering school and the stresses of it, your words, even if they didn't know you, can strike an emotion of like, oh, there's somebody out there that has a mindset of hope like I do. So I get it why people are following you and why you basically gained 1,000 followers per day, because each of those poems got
to somebody, yeah,
Got
right.
to 1,000
Them words,
people.
man, words ain't no joke, man.
and
They
it
hold power.
retained.
Seriously.
It reads I would love to see your retention rate. I'm getting nerdy. I would love to see
I'm
your
getting nerdy.
retention rate of if you did a 5-minute poem and how
Ooh.
long they would last through it,
Mhm.
and how many people
It's a poetry jam.
are like your share, like they show shares now, but I can like your shares are fucking probably through the roof. And I realized in watching you, I was like, oh, people should feel this motivation. People need this motivation. I've gotten this motivation.
It's one of the good parts of the things you see. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like, 'cause
yes.
there's a lot of
It's
the asses. I'm
it's a
tired.
palate cleanser.
I'm tired.
I love that you're in a car. Like
Thank
And that's
you.
why I'm like, she gotta be doing them. Yeah, like for real, no, for real, no, seriously. I don't. Yeah,
Because you can
words be
easily
up in there
walk. You can
in the
walk in
car.
front of the camera and be like, "All right, I'm gonna say my poem," but you're gonna see the full. You just gotta get your makeup and you
Not
in
even
that
you can
bitch,
you in there
car to
chilling.
the car to car. So you like, hey, if you know, you know.
If you know,
If
you
you
know.
if you know, you know. And you're just letting these bars come off. And I've like, you've motivated me to write my book.
Period.
I'm like, oh, there's
love
Juice
that.
the writer.
oh yeah,
Let's
oh
get
yeah,
it. The
yeah,
author.
it's
Let's
I've
get
been
it.
wanting to write a book to help a certain demographic of men for a long, long time.
It's needed.
And
Whoever it's for
and
is
it's
needed.
Yeah, we out here down bad. The dudes, we down
And
bad.
what she's shown me that it doesn't have to be a like she's a palate cleaner for the non-partner relationship. She's the partner. She's the
The
one that, hey,
platonic
you go
friends.
get this bag. I'm gonna get this bag. Watch what we do together.
Together, right?
I can. It's that Gucci and
Gucci, Gucci who?
Keisha the
Oh,
Dior.
Keisha. Oh, yeah.
like
That type of
like
deal.
that unit of like, I know you got my back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to war together. Those motivational words, even if they're not finding that right now, you're telling them that it's out there.
Mhm.
And
That is definitely possible.
it's wild that I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew you were dope. It makes me feel good because like I can spot talent, motherfucker.
I could spot you.
God damn, I knew you was dope. Okay.
I mean, you are a bit of a talent finder.
I mean, that's what
In a
the
sense.
fucking show is about.
a sense.
You just finally in 200 episodes, I
Even-
finally got one right.
That's tough. That's tough. But even you are something else. You are something else. But even before y'all was doing the part, you was
Yeah.
you had the eye.
Yes, appreciate it.
I
Appreciate
can understand it. Even in high school.
Yeah, thank
Come
you.
on,
thank
you do your
thank
thing.
thank
Sidekick. He had a
It-
sidekick, man. He
It
was
took
cool.
it took me
Flexing
a minute
on me.
to understand
Yeah. Oh no, you
to
can come to my home
understand
and flex
the
on me.
gift
Yeah.
of seeing talent in people
And helping them want to do it.
and
right.
helping them want to do it
Yeah.
and nurturing it.
It's
and,
hard to get it out
and
yourself.
I remember hearing the poems, and
Mhm.
even in the poems, almost a hesitancy to be honest to yourself in some senses, because like
Ooh.
because like you
It
knew
get gully when you do that one.
that
Man.
it had to be expressed. It wasn't not going to be expressed
Yeah,
at some
You
point.
can't
So
keep
it's
that
like,
on you.
so is it tell now, tell later? Is it I don't have the words to express it the way I want to in this rhyme? So I want to ask, is it because now I'm thinking of it in a rapper sense. Are you
Yeah, been the whole time for me.
experiencing and
Listen.
then writing, or is it like,
It's the experiences. No, is it not? I swear it's the
or
experiences.
is it just you got bars in your head and the topics that just flow out?
Mhm.
You're not shooting and killing and drug dealing, but you
Yeah,
are
you
relationship
definitely-
loving, caring, and
Mhm.
feeling and growing and building. So
What's the question?
where did the bars come from?
Oh, where do the bars?
Where the
that's
bars come
questions and the
from?
answers.
Yeah.
They're in a bag.
'Cause-
Experience,
because-
definitely experience.
Okay.
And the thing I would say is
Yes.
like, to make a long story medium,
Medium.
I remember needing who I am now. Cause to an extent I feel like in my own experience it was like a like, let's say you see somebody like out in the water drowning.
Me neither.
Can't swim. In my experience, it was like, hey, what you doing out there?
That would also be me.
It's not a good idea to be out there like that. You drowning. And it's like, I was out
Struggling.
there like, is anybody gonna come get me?
Mm.
So at that time, I did a poem about this too, about being younger and stuff, and how it was like I just asked that I be took care of in the time in between while I was trying to become who I needed. But
Mhm.
it was like I it is experience that I'm speaking from, but I want to be somebody that like, hey, I'm about to come out there and meet you where you at, because I know the way back.
I just gotta learn to swim.
So it's like, okay, here I
Yeah.
come. Let me meet you where you at. Cause then too, it's like somebody down in a ditch somewhere. You can't be like, what are you doing down there? Get up here. You gotta meet them where they at and be like, okay, this the way back. And whoever wanna follow, you can follow. If not, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, do what you do.
Is that the type of like when you were down in those type of times where you weren't like maybe as enlightened as you are now? Because we've all, you grow up or whatnot, but like you would get those people that would maybe be well spirited to try to help, but they not meeting you exactly where you
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
Like
You
that's
gotta meet
hard to
people where
deal with
they at.
when you know these people are trying to mean well, but it's like
Yeah.
this shit ain't helping me.
Or it's like,
Yeah.
let's say somebody speak 2 different languages. I can't keep on yelling at you in English and expect you to get what I'm saying. Like,
In
I
Latin,
gotta meet
yeah.
you where you at halfway.
Yeah,
At least I
yeah.
gotta know a little bit of the lingo. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
my
hard.
experience. My lingo is my experience. So I could come and meet people where they at and kind of try to tell them like, all right, come
Yeah.
on, because we need it. We need some positivity. And I noticed that from going to open mics and stuff. Like I'll go to open mics and everybody talking about the depths of their despair, and I'm like, damn, nobody want to talk about love, like
straight like that.
Straight like that.
Let's
I've
bring that
never
up.
been to one of them.
You get a lot of open mics prior to this. It's not a
Yeah, that's actually right. True. That.
Because I don't want people to think that you're just coming up with it in the car without practice and
Practicing.
writing.
Oh
Yeah,
no, I'm making lots of mistakes. I'm
Yes.
recording it. Sometimes it'll take me an hour to get a 1 minute 30-second poem right.
That's a lot of
Start overs and retakes, and I forgot this word or
That's
I
the
skipped the
rapper
part.
in you.
Or,
Giggle. That's the
You a giggler and shit.
Yeah, I be laughing. Or too, since I'm in the car, like I gotta be
By
having to
yourself.
be particular about where I'm parked at because like people will just be riding past like,
what the fuck going
what
on
you doing in
here?
there? And it's like
But
I will break what I'm doing and be like,
chill. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
You see me? Let me be in here.
See, I'm content creator.
Yeah, you see I'm
motherfucker.
doing something right. See,
Yeah.
that's the rapper though. So like you got to get that take right. You
Gotta get the
Jay Z
take
get
right.
that
Get the
one
take
take. It's always
one
not.
take.
Can't
I'm
always
trying to
be.
get to that point. I want to be one shot shorty.
See, I mean, it's you not too far probably because it's like it's not. It is hard, but like, why not?
It.
Then you be firing them off way too quick.
I'm saying some mode.
You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
like you get into a mode and you can just like it's flowing. It's because it's practice. It's repetition.
Mm-hmm.
And
So that first 30 days was tough. It was days
Yup.
that I went my whole day, and then I'm like, I'm tired. I just want to go home, get in the bed. I get in the bed. It's 11.
I said I was gonna do
It's
this.
11 o'clock. I'm on day 18.
can't give
I
up.
gotta go get back in the car though. And then that's another thing.
I gotta
did
go
two-
right because you gotta do the setup.
Yes, I did 2
Now,
poems in
there
the house.
is- that's
and
the
numbers
dedication.
on them was terrible.
Look at the
Terrible.
research.
It's something about
Look at the
car. I'm saying,
research.
No, it's something about
Can't not do it in the car. She found that out.
It's something
with
about
those.
the car.
Gotta do
and
it.
The,
Bump your head.
And the setup of the car has been known
The
to
aesthetic.
be a hit content. Like everybody's reactions are in the car. I wonder why people are always in the car. And like I think like, oh, because you got kids or something. Or
I specifically did the car because I wanted it to be a mental cue.
okay.
Boom.
So like you see me sitting in the car, it's like, oh, she about to say a poem, and that way it's like you see me post
Damn.
anything anywhere else, you don't gotta pay attention. And even if you don't want to pay attention, you see me in the car, keep scrolling. You don't gotta listen to this.
Wow, that's a wild subliminal right there because that is very true. When you do like post a outfit picture of you going out or something like that, it's like okay, this is you.
That's a break from the
Being
usual, the
normal.
new usual. Yeah.
Hey, don't look at this as
it's
it's
just
supposed to be a
that.
motivational post. I'm not captioning it with a poem as well. This is just me living. Here's the product in the car. Here's a product car. I like it. And you can get sponsored by doing that.
And too, another thing that I didn't give any thought to, like how you said, like it's not a full body thing. Like
That's a good point.
I
didn't
do
think about that.
appreciate that. Somebody brought that to my
That's
attention.
big.
Like
It's big.
it's no really distraction from what I'm saying. It's just collarbone up most of the time.
Collarbone.
Well, and it gives them a reason to listen to the words deeper because it's like, damn, why am I saying this? Why is this popping up in my feed? Back to the
That's facts, though. That's very true because you had somebody trying to display something.
yeah.
You know, cheeks are blazing. You talking about whatever this is? Ain't nobody looking at that.
No.
hip hop, Kanye,
it makes me
Kardashian.
mad as a person who does not see themselves as dumb when stuff like that gets put in my face. Sometimes I'm like, man, I am not this stupid. Like I'm like, come on, man. Like
They
let's
catch me.
That's not what
I
you
ain't
talk
gonna
They
about.
catch me
though.
too though. They
That's
they
not what you talk about.
sometimes like this is not what you're trying to say.
Nah.
That's not what you saying.
Exactly. Don't do me like that. Like I ain't just like, come on, man.
When I saw the TikTok duets, so I just searched her
The Biggie
name.
duets.
So it's her page will pop up,
Mhm.
and then it's everybody that has
They did duets with the
and
joints,
reposted
yeah.
her stuff.
Word.
And there's maybe, I mean,
2 million.
too many to count, but the ratio of demographic of people,
Mhm.
I don't know how many races and creeds and sexualities and ethnicities and
Pronouns.
probably
everybody.
overseas for real, because if
Yeah,
it
locations.
hey, fuck around, you need to look into dubbing your stuff too, because dubbing in another like in Spanish or something like that, and
What a good
Bad baby.
What a good dubbing cost. I've never thought about that. What's
go
that
to
about?
Fiverr.com. There's no sponsor over here, but Fiverr.com, everything you can offer $5
I
for.
feel like I feel like it just became a sponsor, but you good.
I know, right? But no, that's
you're
what
good.
I'm a
This
salesman.
man's good. I almost
no,
bought it. I
Fiverr-
don't even buy nothing.
Fiverr is a spot where you can find other creatives that do certain
That do
things,
those
like a
types of
dub,
okay,
or
like
help
almost like a
that.
task rabbit
I'm
for
going
language.
to
Yeah.
going to help. I'm going to get help with my book from Fiverr.
Okay. Okay. I see you with this book, bro. That's tough.
It's coming.
What's your author name gonna be? Is it gonna be a real name or you gonna have like a pen name?
J.S. Parker.
You this nigga here, man. I swear, y'all come on, man. I'm trying to write a screenplay. It was
J.S.
good.
Parker, the
Let's
author.
go.
That's tough. That's a tough name. You almost like Spider-Man.
No, that's what
That's
it is.
crazy, boy. Blending
It
the minds.
gotta fit to the yes.
I like that. I like that.
I saw the duets and I saw that you were reaching a demographic that a lot of the content I consume doesn't reach.
Mhm.
So it was pleasant to see that it was working. And again, are you, when you know it's working, are you catering the poems to it working now, or is it like, all right, I'm just gonna keep firing from what I
No,
know?
because I had heard about this thing. It's like how the audience brainwashes the creator,
Ooh.
Mm.
and
Yep.
it's like if you like, let's say I was to post something raunchy one day, and I see, dang, this got way more attraction than anything else I posted.
You flip to raunchy.
Them endorphins go.
Then I'm gonna be like, oh, I gotta keep doing this, and then the next one is a little bit more raunchy, and then the next one is
It
a little
just
bit more
exceeds and
raunchy.
exceeds.
And then them links pop up in the bio.
And then I try
Make
to
it
go
break
back
dance.
to
Back to what you was doing
myself, who
originally.
I am,
Mm,
and
it doesn't.
Then it tossed it out the
who
window.
am I? Like, who am I at that point? Do I want to continue to cater to what I think the people want, or do I continue to cater to what my purpose is telling me to do?
Now, were you thinking like this prior to you starting? Okay.
I also feel like it took anything else you do, you need a certain skill set for. Like, you apply for a job, you have to have this job first so that you understand
do
this skills. You got to
this.
have this type of training, you got to have this type
Mhm.
of schooling so that you can do this. And I feel like with it being so much my experience that I'm speaking from, my experiences also have molded me to be somebody that's going to stick to my specific path and plan that I gotta stick to.
Yeah.
Like I don't care.
You're strong minded.
I don't care what you put in front of me. If it don't align with what I'm supposed to be doing, you just gonna have to keep it.
And you're in tune enough to see the signs that it's not aligning. And you are bold enough and confident enough to make a turn. And I tell a lot of people when they say they want to start something, a podcast, or like they're looking at their talent and they can't do it, I'm like, just do it.
Mhm.
And then another thing, a lot of people have hit me up and be like, "Well, how'd you do this?" Especially at first,
How
when
do
I
you
could
do
still,
this?
when I could still like get through messages
How
and
do
stuff.
you
But
do
like, I
this?
remember somebody
When
had,
you can still get through messages is wild. When do you turn off your notifications? Is my question.
they never
They've
been
never
on.
been on. Yeah, come on. You know, bro, that's a dumb question. I ain't even go.
Clip
Yeah,
it.
I ain't even gonna
Clip
hold you.
it.
That's a dumbass question.
it.
You know them notifications been off for like 12 years.
That's me
Like,
being
bro,
modest.
come
I
on.
know,
Come
I
on,
know.
man.
They never was
They've
on.
been on.
It's a lot of Scorpio shit going on up here. Come on, man. Come
They
on.
never
You
was
know that.
on.
This nigga really asked it.
Because
I feel it though. You gotta. You know.
Because when I had a tweet go like viral, I'm like, oh shit, let me turn these fucking
me
notifications
turn
on. This is ridiculous. Fuck, I don't want to see all this. When we first
It's like, I
started
can't do
start
it.
the SoundCloud,
Yeah.
we were gaining similar numbers to like 500 followers a day, 1,000
yeah, that
followers
was
a day.
interesting.
And for those first 3 months, I watched every follower
Yeah, that
roll
was interesting.
in.
I thought you was lying.
Oh no.
And then I was like looking. I was like, oh, this nigga wasn't lying. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, this nigga was hyping me up. Like he'd get you to want to do some shit. He's like, man, nigga, go ahead and rap. I'm like, all right.
I'm like, nigga, it's working. I'm like, hey, it's working. So
Man, flashback.
yeah, seeing how fast it's working for you,
Times 10 every other day.
like, do you like where's your mindset when you're going back to work and you're just like, should I like be on a private jet somewhere right now in front of like people and
So
like
my clients at work do just keep on. They like, I'm not gonna be your client for very much longer. And it's not like I'm like, ooh, should I be on a private jet? Because it's like
your own
aside
private jet, like they're
aside
flying you out because they want you to do a poem, not like you're just part.
that did happen. It wasn't a private jet though. But
Oh my god. Okay.
I did go do a song for I did a intro, interlude, and outro on a song for
If you can't say, if you can't say,
somebody from Jodeci.
it's somebody from Jodeci. Okay, that's all you have to say because
And like I said,
That's true, yeah, true, yeah.
days that I would get stumped and I would flip through my music.
Some shit like that happened.
The one day I did it, I got not triggered, but I found my inspiration from the song "Fiending." So I started my poem out, and I was like, I can't leave you alone.
I'm so
Maybe I'm
proud of you.
fiending.
Jesus.
That's an interesting way to get that type of connection in a way. Like you didn't even do it on purpose, obviously. Like it was because
No.
that's what jumped at you. So like, because I love Same OG
somehow
by
they-
Genuine. If I did a poem to that, I'm talking about
Found
some
me.
what's up? Because it's a connection to the song, and like it's like people like probably mentioning him in it.
I'm saying like
Honestly, they're like, hey, you seen this shit? It's all low key fire. Like what the fuck?
I can't believe it.
have
Yeah,
you
that's wild.
heard like
But no, to
It's
stay
supposed to
over that,
happen.
aside from the poems and stuff, like I do work a job that I enjoy.
yes, that's
Right.
the
I
main
think
thing
that's
too.
so important to work a job that you enjoy because you don't ever feel like you working. My granddad told me that.
Facts.
So I do enjoy my job, and it's like even if I do blow up, I'm like I
I
might
still
still
do
do
it.
this like one day out the
It's
week if I
chill,
could.
yeah,
like
like-
it is a very peaceful job. But
Sponsorship, do this. Sponsorship, do and then vacation for a year
Build
and a
a,
half.
build a certain clientele where it makes sense to do it a couple times.
yeah,
Or
out the
a
something like
more
that.
expensive clientele.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know,
Like, so you do it
that's
less,
the-
but you making more of it.
it's like
Yeah.
You know what
I'm
I'm
dope
saying?
with these bars, but let
Browse,
me hook you. Let me hook
Right.
you up.
right.
browse,
So
clean me up.
No,
now
for
that
real.
we're out of the 30 days, Erica Badu, uh, you are our second Erica Badu story. Our first was Ricky Smith. Shout out to Ricky.
Mhm.
Before the pandemic started, he had tickets to that concert. I had tickets to that concert. He told the story of how he introduced her ex-boyfriend to him, to her. And that was an interest. So go look that up on Color Radio if you want to. Very cool Ricky Smith interview. So Erica Badu got that follow. The 30th follow, the 30th,000 follow on the 30th day. And then we go into this frenzy, basically. I don't know how many days it's been since then, but
I ain't keeping track.
of just of seeing, like, I'm naturally seeing you pop up on people's stuff now. Like girls that I
That's fair.
like don't know that we know each other. I'm seeing them post you, and I'm like, that's my nigga.
Nah, for
What the
real.
fuck y'all doing? That's my nigga.
I've had that happen a couple times.
That's cool.
And when she's saying, you need to hear that shit. That's the
1,000%. The
You
couple
need
people
to
I saw
repost
posted,
more.
I was like, oh my god, listen to it more.
repost more.
I was like, heed this. Like you should probably do this. Probably did not do none
Please.
of
now
it.
listen to it, boy.
Oh man,
she was telling me
She
you
was
needed to hear this. Actually,
this was specifically for you. Like no bullshit. That's
She
funny.
was right about you with this.
Come
This-
on,
I'm
man.
glad this hit home to you.
Man, this nigga share a brain. Like, come on.
Y'all are silly.
So,
Definitely thought that same thing.
so are you? Is it like, I know you, like, your immediate friends are probably like, yeah, we know you're gonna be lit.
My one Dage keep on. My one friend Dage keep on being like, we knew it was gonna happen. We just didn't know when.
Win,
Yeah.
right?
It was.
It's always
it
a
was
matter
just
of win with certain stuff.
fucking hate
That
this
mic
fucking-
don't like you, bro. That
I fucking
man,
hate
he
it.
having
I
a
fucking hate it.
fight
I
with
fucking
it.
hate it. Because I'm hyped because
I
my
keep
friend
seeing
is dope as fuck. When do you realize, like, all right, this can be something real? Are you thinking of, like, adding music? Are you thinking of doing, like, an album? Where do you see the is it car and sponsorship? Like, how do you feel about it right now? Because now you see that it's impacting people and it's helping people. Are you happy with just posting and living in whatever opportunities come? Let the people know.
Free flow.
So I knew that it could be something before I started my 30 for 30.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it could be something. I didn't really start sharing my poetry. I started writing 2016. I started sharing more and going to open mics and stuff 2017. And like 2016 is actually when I realized like I could do something with this because like the reaction that I would get from, I would be reading on my notebook and I'll look at up and it'd be tears in people's eyes. Or like another thing that people always do is they be like, look, and they show me all their hair standing up. But like every trip though, and I'm like, that's crazy. So I knew it could be something. Another thing that I'm very centered in believing is that if you doing what you supposed to do, you walking in your path and your purpose, the money gonna come.
Facts.
Another thing, anything you chase gonna run from you. Ooh. So it's not like I'm like, oh, how can I get paid off of this? Because we being honest, I can rhyme. I could have been started talking about getting bills paid and what type of men want to talk to me.
All that type of, yeah.
And I could have, I could have had a cute little Cuban link by now if I would have did that. But it's like,
notice
I'm not chasing.
Because, that's
chunky
what it is.
Too.
Chunky,
chunky.
It's like, can we get different things?
It's on the way, though.
Yeah, it's on the way.
It's on the way, though.
She going to get you to smooth something different. You're like, oh, look at that. See, that's what I like. That's what I'm going to do, yeah.
I'm trying to just be in the hive. You got a hive yet? Can I start the hive name? Can I be a baby? Can I be a Favelababy?
You got to figure it out. You figure it out.
Can I be a baby's kid?
That's it.
My
See, you missed your chance. You could have been the head of the club. You could have.
I'm about to get a chain. What you mean? I'm about to get a faves chain. What you mean?
You gonna be walking around with it like this is mine.
Yeah, what you shit? I'm about to be a fucking stan.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah, that's a good one.
But I do know the direction that I want to continue to go. A lot of people don't know that I originally do write with music.
Mm-hmm.
But I am starting to get into that. I am working on a acapella album where it's just spoken word. Working on another one with the music behind it, same type of vibe. I can't wait for that. A couple other projects. Another thing.
Seriously, let's hold on that because I can see that like if I want to wake up to something like there's people that wake up to like the those motivational speaker dudes, right?
Get out the bed.
Well, it's like you can do anything you can put your mind to.
That's too aggressive.
You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe. I love every time it's
too aggressive. Yeah,
that's too aggressive. That's too aggressive for me.
If I can wake up to you,
I don't want to.
If I can wake up to your voice, and
it's still there.
No, but that would be a dope name for an album. Wake Up to Me.
It would be.
Yeah, that's fire. Actually,
good play on word.
That's fire. That's super. Because
it's a good one.
There's a frequency that you want to wake up to, and if it's like a smooth, I don't want to say smooth rap, a sultry voice,
angelic,
giving you motivation,
melodic.
They don't have that because I don't want to hear that from a dude.
Yeah, I don't want to hear no niggas talking to me early in the morning.
And again, yours doesn't cater to just like relationships. It's just a hey,
it's on the spectrum. It's
Come
like
on,
good.
y'all.
It's like good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
give
saying?
me a good partner in life. Like give me a
don't be
person in my
shitty.
life that is a shining light that will say you can do it. You can be the best. You can do anything you put your mind to.
Be honest with yourself.
Be honest with yourself and embrace your flaws and understand your flaws and realize that you can overcome whatever is in your way. Every day, I'm listening to that. That's 1 billion streams easy. And if you dub it, you're going Bad Baby. I told you you're going to be big as Drake, but Bad Baby is the new one now. If you
Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny.
I was like, hold on. Is he talking about Lil Baby?
Bad
I'm
Bunny?
like, catch me outside. I know she is
Bad
doing
Bobby,
she
Bad
doing the stuff
Bobby.
at the college, which is cool.
Yeah,
she doing scholarships and stuff. But
yeah, she's
Bad
getting
Bunny.
she get
Yeah, Bad Bunny. Yeah, he out here like
Bad Bunny.
he got
Because
that's crazy.
other cultures can relate. This is not something that is a
It's definitely not just English around this motherfucker. Yeah, that's
I'm saying.
Somebody asked me if I was based in England the other day. I'm like,
You should have been like, girl, yes.
Well, tip Cheerio then.
Chip Cheerio.
Yeah,
Got my
bring me
tea.
across
Got my
the-
tea.
bring me
Pull
across
up
the-
for tea. Yeah, you ain't from London State. Pull up for tea.
pull up for tea.
Not even like pull up for
Pull
some
up for
tea.
tea and
eh?
some crumps, yo. What up?
Some
Hey.
crumbs. Hey, I don't even know
It's
where I'm
crumpets.
at. We both was just wrong. We both was wrong simultaneously on par.
Have
Q
y'all
maybe.
seen the crumpers that are in front of the cops?
Oh, from 2020.
Yes.
Yeah, that looks mad wild
Yo,
now.
2020 was wild.
It really was.
Wow.
Well, you want to know what's crazy about
Congress kneeling
2020?
and
I had a
stuff.
really like prosperous time in
It was
2020.
I did
a
too.
good
That
time.
was not government refunded.
It was a
And-
good time.
A little bit, but mostly not. And I was
No,
like,
you just got
'cause,
time to do
life-
shit.
Everybody just started doing what I do all the time, being in the house. I was like, oh my god, everybody's doing what
I
I
was
do.
on Clubhouse.
I was so happy.
chilling.
I felt like everybody was on the same level.
No, for real.
Content was good. It was a lot of
It
good
was.
content.
That's all you could do. But yeah, crumpets.
Crumpets.
You was from London.
Pull up for crumpets.
So-
I like how I brought that back.
So
And a book, a couple books actually.
ooh,
Oh yeah, why not?
ooh, yes, because it's not even.
It's the proofreading for me.
It's proofreading.
That has to be a lot, like
That's-
making sure it's all grammatically
That's
correct.
what
Because I mean,
Fiverr's for.
right,
I'm finding a atypical reader that is just like
a lot
I
of red
like
marks.
to go through shit and make notes.
That's
That's my favorite
cool.
thing to do, and I will pay you what you need to be paid.
Mm-hmm.
Your material is relatable, and it's I keep saying it's a palate cleaner for so much on the internet. Where I'm like, when I see you, I'm like, yes, it reached to somebody else because give that good energy to people and
That needed.
like, okay, here's the thing. I don't gotta close the app if you're on my screen and my girl walks in. It's like, oh, have you no again, explore pages just get you fucked up.
Man,
It's more so like,
oh,
oh,
my
I'm
son
about
seen
to
none of that.
send
I'm
you
like,
a-
oh my god.
I'm about to
I'm like, what? I didn't ask for these.
I had it open at work. Like, yo,
Oh, see,
I didn't
yeah.
put this. I didn't put this on. This popped up. This was the next scroll.
Yeah, that right. It was next after a basketball highlight. Like, come on now. Like, but I like that because it is a palate cleanser, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because like it's a lot of whatever.
It's a lot of whatever. It's a lot of like getting
Anything.
sucked up into like the ecosystem of like a Kanye sphere right now, where every content portal is putting out.
Man,
am
that's crazy.
happy to post your stuff because then it can like, all right, I know all this is going on over here.
It's like holy water.
But here's here's a motivational poem. Here's a dad and a kid playing baseball, and the
Yeah.
dad gets hit in the
In the
nuts.
face. Yeah. Oh, I wanna do not the-
He
I'll take
falls
the
down. The
face.
son is like, oh, he's going to the league.
Laughs
Yeah,
uncontrollably.
and like here's a chunky baby.
A chunky baby.
Right.
Make
Like-
you want to have one. You're like, oh, get this out of
Yeah,
here.
but like those things need to be there,
Mhm.
and you can just do this.
He's excited. He done broke it.
You can just
We'll
do
get it.
this, and I think your page will do millions. Like you can get to 1 million easy just being in a car. You don't got to expand or anything. But the fact that there's so many other avenues that I know you can do, that I know you will do and you should do
When the time is right.
when the time is right. But I know that, oh shit, you just hit another plateau. Well, like you just broke through the plateau. Now you're like, here's a new layer of life. Here's a new ecosystem you're reaching. How's the anxiety feeling? How's the, because it's pressure, not because you don't know you can do it. It's pressure because you know you can do it and you're
Mhm.
good at it. I'm asking. I'm not saying. I'm
So
asking.
you saying like anxiety in terms of like next steps?
Well, just like
Or just
knowing
dealing with
anxiety in
everything.
general.
anxiety in general, and then adding this like, hey, you can like do something great over here, and
Mhm.
like you're reaching people,
Like
and,
the actual, like, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Not like
Is
it's
there a
thought,
weight?
like you could.
Man,
there
so
a
the
weight
other
to
day
it?
I was at the gym and I was like, damn, it would be a raw ass movie to just. It would be a raw ass movie if somebody was just like, her dream was to be on the local news, and that's it.
Mm.
That's it. And because I feel like stuff gets so downplayed, like
Truly, can't got no plumbers out here.
it's like, what if that's somebody's biggest dream and that's all she wants to do is just be a newscaster for the rest of her life
Yeah,
on
Right.
like local news? Like it that people have to be that.
and
So-
Right.
and
People
you
have to be there. That's a job. Like, come
get
on
enough
now.
recognition to be like, I'm a celebrity in my local
Locally,
city, but
yeah.
I can go be anonymous
You can take that
An
local
hour away.
job. You can take that local job to where you could be in, I don't know, Oklahoma, wherever. You could go, I don't know, New
But like
York,
she's really just happy
and but
being
she's happy
local
doing that,
Yeah.
newscaster
and she
and
has
like
that opportunity. She could, but she's like, I like to be here.
this is what I want to do. So
Hmm.
I will say that takes some of the pressure off of me because like I said, like I
You're
pray to just
comfortable.
walk in my purpose even if I
Mhm.
don't know it. It's like if I was to just stay in the car saying poems and it's like I'm continuing to reach as many people as I reach, that's cool. But
You can.
I am doing more and it's also not necessarily for the sake of gain.
Hmm.
Mm.
It's for the sake of the message that I'm trying to get out. And the person that I do want to be to the world. Um,
Like your outward self. Like this is definitely what I'm about. Like that type of deal.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like I do have steps that I want to take, and they probably will end up being profitable. They probably will end up taking me places, but that's not the
That's
objective.
yeah. That's not always bad
It's the,
either.
So
and
it
I
takes
know you,
away
so
from
I
the
know
yeah,
I
but
gotta
you had
give
to
you.
ask
I
out
know,
loud though. Like it takes a lot of the anxiety away. But in terms of the other type of anxiety,
Have you dealt with it most of your life?
I've
Because
always had
I
anxiety
never knew what it was till I got older, and I come to realize that I really have dealt with it for like ever,
forever.
but didn't know until I was
Yeah.
like
And then you realize like some
26
people
ish.
really don't be having anxiety about stuff. Like, what you mean? You
Yeah,
just live regular.
and
and
that be peeving me. I'm like,
and
you ain't.
some really have crippling anxiety and
Yes,
can't function at times. Their mind will be so focused on
and I can feel that.
one thing that they let other avenues of their life
Fall to the
decay
wayside,
because
yeah.
they're
Hmm.
so stricken with things. Like I've seen it in so many different forms now where I don't really judge too many people when they say it
It's
because I don't
yeah.
know
You
their
don't
level.
know. Yeah,
I just don't know. So
yeah.
when they say it, I'm like, all right, bet. Like I don't like if you're using it as an excuse for something, I'm not gonna call you out on it because
Ain't no
it is what it
reason.
is.
Yeah.
But I get it and I
Hmm.
understand it, and
It's definitely levels to it.
having anxiety is some days I can't do this. Where it's just like I can't be on today. I can't be on today. No show shine. And you be like, what happened? Like, man, it's just no show today.
Can't
Just
do
no,
it.
can't
Do
do it
it.
today. I'm not feeling it. Day off because
I've totally done that to my
So my
detriment.
30 days I had came across that a lot where it's like
Of course,
I don't have then I start feeling drained. Then it's like I
that's no
didn't
off
want to
days either.
force anything. I don't want it to come off as forced. In a couple of days they wasn't forced, but they wasn't as much as I could have given. One of my favorite ones that I
was one of my
posted
questions.
though. I was so I was so burnt. I got in my car and before I even posted, I just cried.
Mm.
I cried and cried and cried. And just little side note, like I'm somewhat familiar with like praying to your ancestors and stuff. And it wasn't nothing that I really got into because I really didn't know nobody over there yet. So when my
Yeah,
grandma passed, I was like, bet.
that's me.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
talk to you and you could pass it along to who you want. So that day in
talk to the
particular, like
proper people.
I talked to my grandma and I was like, I know you see what I'm doing and I'm doing this on your prayers and like could you just help me today? Cause I want to give up. I don't want to do this no more. And another thing that was crazy to me on TikTok is people didn't even know that I had to make it through 30 days, but everybody was like, keep going. That was one of the
Right.
continuous comments I got was keep going. I'm
Don't
like,
stop.
man, y'all don't even know.
Yeah,
Y'all don't
because
even
I
know.
didn't
Y'all
know
not hip.
what you were doing either. Like as being like in your circle, I didn't know that she. I thought, like, oh, she back to posting her poems and shit. Lit.
And it was like an everyday thing. It's
I was
like,
like, okay,
man,
so she on some like I'm about to go to the gym and probably after the gym,
I kind of yeah.
I'm about to spit these bars real quick. So I was all for it. I was again.
yeah.
When exactly did you start that again? What like
I think it
time
was
period?
June. It was like June 20th,
It was-
21st, or something like that.
That
Somewhere in
that
there.
seems to be right for whatever reason.
It's-
My occurrence. Yeah, yeah, like
It's
yeah.
so,
Sound
it's
right.
just so interesting, like how it spread though. Like
Yeah.
I caught it so like because now you're up to like 100,000 or something like that, or
Some of the sort.
130. Okay, so now you don't even
Mhm.
see the rest of the numbers, probably. You know? Yeah, yeah. I know. I don't got that yet.
It's on the way.
Thank you. See, motivational.
It's on the way.
Motivation.
But
T.I.
catching
voice.
and
It's my
seeing just again, I was so in shock seeing like it looks like she was in Wyoming, white lady, and she's just laying there and just watching you talk, and she's like, mm-hmm,
Yep, the duet.
mm-hmm, and I'm like,
Just crushing
I
your
get
brain.
it, I get it, but I'm like, damn, like, is it that the algorithm just showing it to you? Is it carrying by itself? And then when you get into the ecosystem of the celebrities posting, because now they're saying almost their brand is co-signing you because they're
That's a
posting
stamp.
you on their outlet that is worth this and worth that
It's
to
brandable.
a brand.
Yeah.
So putting you on there is like they at least gotta look at your page to see that you're not a bot and you're not stealing the content.
Yeah.
And
Check you out at the very least.
and then they check it. They check
Yeah.
out a couple posts just to make, because you got to do the due diligence. Like, okay, you post one thing, but now
Try to
this person
solidify
did
it.
talk
Like,
about some
was
dumb
this really
shit.
what it's about? Let me see if you did it
Exactly.
10 times in a
Yeah.
row.
Exactly.
Yeah. For
So-
sure.
And
It's a
now
uniform.
they're liking it, and they maybe can't follow, but they're definitely saving it.
Mhm.
And like,
that's
I'm
important.
gonna go back
Saves
to this. I'm gonna go back to this
saves
later.
just
And go,
as
oh yeah, the saves
important,
is
yeah.
the when you can't follow.
Yeah, you told
gotta,
me that, like, what was that, like 2 years?
Yeah.
And I was
they
like, yeah,
changed the
I was like,
algorithms.
I remember you telling me, I was like, yeah, whatever, nigga.
No,
And then
they
like I
changed the
started
algorithm.
doing that like all the time. I was like, yeah, this nigga
They
here. Like
changed
he
the
be knowing.
algorithms,
Like, you know what I'm
they changed
saying?
that. I was like, fuck. And
Yeah.
I just like again, like I can't text you every time I see you on there because now it's too many times. It's like, oh shit! I'm like, here's another post from you. Like, it gets to be a lot. The stories. Are you getting stories from people that how it's touching them, or are you getting any like
Testimonials.
My
testimonials?
DMs make me cry.
Oh man. I can imagine.
My comments. I love my TikTok comments. It was like for a minute,
TikTok
and like
crazy.
even now, still, it's like one of my favorite like trends on comments on TikTok is like people will be like, one of them was like, "Your words feel like a warm hug from a grandma. Your words feel like driving into work at 11:30 and stopping and getting your favorite coffee." Like just likening it to your words feel like
Good things.
bare feet on newly installed carpet. Like I love those comments, but then like my DMs, I try to get back when I can, but like I'll go through them, and it's just like people like, you helping me through a rough time right now. Like you don't even know how much you helping me. Like I was about to give up. Like I appreciate you so much. You don't know how much you da 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 da. People telling me I just got a divorce from my husband of 32 years. This XYZ, I came across your page today. Like somebody sent me a
You're
voice
giving-
memo.
that's such a
You're giving
long
hope.
time.
You're giving a lot of hope to people. And I keep going back to like the pressure of it, because it's not is if I was in your position, I would be thinking about it a lot because that's just who I am. But also like,
But you don't think about who you are on a day-to-day basis. Like you don't wake up and be like, damn, what would you wear today? You just get
true,
dressed.
you just do. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't go to talk to
Yeah.
people.
Damn, what would you
that-
say today? I'm sitting here thinking like, do I do that when I wake up?
No,
Damn, what
you don't
Dion
think
wearing
about
today?
No, you just hit me with
My
something
clothes
right
be
there.
laid out. I ain't got no time to be thinking in the morning. I gotta go, man. Come on. I'm already waking up late.
Just rock out.
But that's the
That's a
thing.
fact,
like,
though.
You're
No,
not
you're
thinking
right.
about like,
You just doing you. That's me.
And you're naturally a hope giver. Like
Yeah.
you do naturally you motivate very, very well. That's why I felt like my secret
you'll
weapon just kind of
you'll
got out.
befriend- you'll befriend.
Honestly, I feel like my secret weapon got out.
one of my friends
and-
said that the other day, because somebody had stopped me when I was out the other night, and she was like, I just want to tell you, I follow you. I'll be reposting your stuff. I'm like, thank you. And like, she went, she
Yeah,
kicked it.
this-
I'm kicking it
yeah.
with my friend. On her way out, she was like, all right. I waved to her, and she was like, I want to take a picture with you. So I'm like, that's what's going on.
Right.
And I had posted it in my one of my like best friends. She was like, damn, Reeves, we got to share you now. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
Because that's real. Because there's
Been sharing.
energy exchanges.
Mhm.
There's a open highway of energy exchanges, and like, oh, there's
Emotions and
an
whatnot.
exit now. There's another exit onto another highway where it's 130,000 lanes, And
Man, that's a nightmare of a highway.
and you're reaching there
Yeah, but that's what
easily. You're reaching
right,
them, and there's more lanes opening up. And
every day.
and
Another thing that I keep in mind though with all of this is like it's 100, however many 30,000
Mhm,
people,
mhm.
and I think like a lot of times too, people just they forget who you are based on your followers. Like
Mm.
my friend the other day was like, she said something and she was like, she just want to post for Baby, and I was like, damn, what about Rebe?
Yeah.
So on the flip side of that, like I had to remember like it's
And if you know
people.
Rebe,
That's a very interesting, yeah, because it's
if you know Rebe,
that's
like
interesting.
there's a mystery to you. There's like you keep, I don't say you keep a wall up, but there's like you like to have a space between
Just was having that
between
conversation
people a little
because
bit.
you gotta kind of low key do that. Like, not even on no disrespectful, like I'm all
No.
standoffishy, but it's more like, I mean, we grown. You
Yeah.
gotta have your stuff for you. It's like you can scroll back. Some people they have when Instagram started, like the
2012,
2011,
yeah, 2011, something like
2011,
that. Pop
and
off.
it was just iPhone at first.
Mm-hmm.
You got people who still got pictures from then that I mean, like everybody might keep them on there,
Yeah.
but like I could really like look, like download your life real
Your
quick
whole
in a
life.
sense. Like it's a
You
little
can
weird.
see every person's boyfriend, girlfriend on somebody's page
Oh,
because they don't like
you
to
can
take down
see
pictures.
you can, don't like to take down pictures. You really seeing phases in people's lives. You seeing kids grow up. You seeing this, that, and the third. You seeing people
Weight
how they spend
changes.
Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
You can see a whole fluctuation. Like, okay, you got
Like my son in
you
school
a
got
little
this
wild.
kid in his class, and he like apparently was bad. This little boy be getting spoiled for what I be seeing. I'm like, somebody need to pat. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
like it's just an interesting. Like, I don't need to know that. Like, but you gonna know that because we share things, and that's fine. I mean, I'm saying that to say this. We're in the time where it's really okay to share all of these things and see it, but it's like sometimes you really gotta have that buffer.
You gotta have some.
You don't need to
mystery
know
of
everything.
Your life. And I like that there's. It's the reason that I go by Juice in this setting, and then I don't introduce myself as Juice anymore. In my younger days, that was who I was.
That's your name, yeah.
At points, I was always on as Juice and stuff like
Ooh,
that.
look at you with the retrospects
yeah.
and whatnot.
For sure.
Talk about it.
For sure. Like there was a what would Juice do type thing moment going on where it's like, what would I do? Fuck it, drink it.
You know what?
But
damn, that's wild. Yeah, that's interesting. We was
in
young.
the mode of like who I am as a core, I'm like, I'm chill. Like I don't need to be in front of everything being the center of attention. I can be in the back and be chill and be and cool. And
I ain't gonna lie. The big reposts, like famous people that be reposting me, it terrifies me because I see how many followers they have, and I be like,
this many eyes just looked at that.
yes.
What's the burst?
That's the part.
Like,
yeah.
Is it like an instant burst as soon as they repost you?
Most of the time, I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Because I can't keep up.
Yeah.
I can't keep
That's,
up no
yeah,
more.
that's fair.
And
That's
and
fair.
then a lot of times, like,
it's just so much happening.
120 likes, 400 followers.
People don't tag me. Like sometimes people will tag me, but it's like most of the time it'll be repost.
You don't actually tag you in to see it.
And if I do go to my insights, it'll be like 3,000 reposts. I can't scroll through every single one of them and click on every single one of them to see, but it will be like an influx.
And that's why people pay people to do stuff like that, because that is a lot of work.
It is.
That's a lot of work. Like that's a lot of scrolling. Like seriously, like it's a lot. Imagine like LeBron on there. He ain't touched his shit in years. Literally.
The monitor, everything. But
Yeah, now we talking about it. I'm like, nope.
And I do think that like people think I don't run my own page.
Well,
like I would imagine, like like I would think you run your own page. Like I don't think people get their pages ran until it look like they get their pages ran. Like you can tell the difference when somebody getting it.
You gotta think about how many people don't like, how many artists don't like being on social media, but do well on social media.
I get that.
Yeah,
I
that's
understand that now. Because to a certain extent, it is like it's overbearing. It's overbearing. Like it's
word of the day.
I'm not gonna lie. I never thought this many humans would know that I existed, ever. And it's a lot to know that this many people.
And fuck with you though. And
yeah, it's not the other side. Some people be on that other side.
Enjoy you for being you. Like that's a big thing for me as well.
especially in today's world.
Because being somebody else or being something you're not is so hard to do.
It's the norm nowadays.
But a lot of people do it and they try hard at
They
it.
put
and
they
risk
put that
everything
moniker on.
for
They
it.
put that jacket on.
But if you can be you, like this is me being me. This show is me being me and just talking to people and talking about people I enjoy, and it's gotten me places where I would never thought I would be.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to express an emotion or a feeling or an idea of love and people to respond this way, I can only imagine first of all the energy boost, like that exchange of acceptance would be like, all right, fuck yeah,
Right. A morale boost,
yeah,
perhaps.
give
Like
me
to be
some
that day you a
spinach.
little down, and
I
then
love
like
love.
1,000 motherfuckers like, you know what? I like this video, and you like, all right, I'm good. I'm good today.
Yeah.
I'll go through my like on days that I'm like
In the dumps.
yeah,
It's
in
for
the
lack of a
dumps.
better term.
Days that I'm in the dumps or days that I'm like I don't know if
Not
I can
feeling your
keep because the
best.
anxiety do listen.
That's a
My
forever.
anxiety do be coming up like the swamp monster that grabbed the person by the neck, like, and it do be having a hold on me, and it do be to the point where it's just like that devilish whisper that just be like, hey, you know, you could just stop and go back to regular life.
And those posts will just love on. It'll be a smooth 75, and it just be out in the world, and they will just circulate because it's enough content.
Forever, because that's what
Perfect
the internet
transition.
do.
Perfect transition.
Forever.
After the 30 days,
Wait, I was gonna
Oh,
say
sorry,
I'll
I'm
go
sorry,
through
I'm
my messages when I be on days down in the dumps or go
Mhm.
through my comments, and it will help me going. But go ahead after the 30
Yeah,
days.
like
My bad.
look at all
You're
the
good,
good
you're good,
stuff.
you're
Like
good,
these
you're
are the
good.
good things I
It
like to
helped
read.
me. They be helping me.
Patting you on that back, like
People
yes,
help
sir.
people. That's the point.
Right.
Like perfect exchange because you're not creating an ecosystem.
It's a proper
that's not healthy.
exchange.
Yeah.
It's not
It's not a
detrimental.
like.
It's not detrimental.
What are you
Yeah,
debating
yeah.
with people on there with? You can't debate. Like, don't be motivated. Like, don't be well.
No,
like,
I
don't
do be
honest.
getting hate on my
Debating
messages,
crazy.
and I be responding back to them. But it's not a clapback. It's
Like
not a
how
clapback,
could, like what is even hateable?
right?
Not
I be
even
thinking
not
the
even
same
like
thing.
being all like, they're making the best videos in the world. No, like seriously though, like who's finding the time to do that?
I don't even want to like.
I'm not trying to type all
shoot
that
at
out to hate
anybody,
that
like,
hard.
Shoot at any demographic of people, but there's a certain group of
You
people
know,
that
yeah.
can find a hate in that. Yeah,
We like to
yeah.
call them
But
trolls.
I respect. Like I remember, somebody commented it was like, you look like such and so. So I looked up the person. It was not that very attractive of a man. And I responded back. I was like, damn, you think it's our eyebrows or you think it's our upper lip?
Right, that's the type of shit I'm with.
Fire.
Like
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause it's
that's
just
the type of
like-
shit I'm with. Because now you done, I
Okay.
done took all that back.
That's fire.
Yep.
Little
But-
stuff like
yep.
that.
See,
like-
it's a lot of that up here. I'm just
See,
saying.
but-
I'm
but
just-
that's
I know
somebody-
he like that.
But that,
I'm just- yeah.
that's somebody that had some negativity in their heart.
You told
and
them about
they saw you
theyself.
shining,
Hmm.
and they didn't know how to accept that type of energy of goodness, so they had to shoot back with some
Negativity.
with some, because they can't express it. Like, and that's what this is all about. Of like, a lot of your stuff is about being honest with yourself, and I hope that person knows, like, hey, did you feel good about that? Did that
Mhm.
make your day?
Did
that
you
make your
get
day
off
better?
with that
Another
one?
comment, a poem that I had posted. It was like a letting go type, like you did me how you did me. Let's just leave this where it's at. Best of luck type thing. And somebody commented like, he said something like, "Damn, calm down, sis. Even Beyonce got cheated on." And I responded back. I was like, "I'm calm with a heart."
Right.
And he was like, "Damn, I didn't even think you was gonna see my message. I feel stupid now." And it's like,
Yep.
so why you say it if it's gonna feel stupid?
Yep.
Because
That's life with this anything. That's
in the
that's
ecosystem
they
of
want
the
you to say something.
internet,
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm your biggest fan. I swear to God, I didn't even mean to say that. Like, come on,
you're a blank
it's fucking stupid.
blank face. You're just a
Big
you're-
blank-
you're
big
just
blank
a-
face.
You're just an entity talking in the ecosystem.
Yeah,
thing.
word.
So they've joked on the last 4 posts that they've seen.
Waiting.
Oh,
She
blah
gonna
blah,
say
your
something.
shoes weak.
She gonna say
Blah
something.
blah, she punking. Blah, I don't know what punking
Right,
means,
right,
but
right,
like,
right.
He's
and
saying
then
old
and then they
people
get to
things.
yours, and they like, oh, here go another female talking about some love shit.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah.
That
Like-
was a little too on the nose.
But if they actually are
Listen
listening
to
the
it.
words
Yeah.
and just hear the motivation, and they will get that this is coming from a pure place. But it's needed in the ecosystem, and then you just showed them something.
Whether it's
they're a
pure,
fan now.
whether
I bet you they're
in
a
a
fan
way
now.
because they
I bet you they're a
comment,
fan now.
whether it's pure
I
or
got
not.
one for that, but I ain't gonna put him on blast.
But what I mean, you should whether it's pure or not. Like you said, you gotta meet people where they at. People ain't there. Like I mean, you done told me some shit about myself once upon a time, and I was like, I swear this nigga about to get punched in his face.
That's how it be sometimes.
But I'm like, we was like, when you a certain age and having experienced certain things. As we got older, I was like, this nigga was right.
You gotta,
and he was really just telling me to my face what I needed to hear, but I was not ready to hear it.
Yeah.
You gotta
yes. And I'm not a violent
experience.
person, but I wanted to. And I'm like, see, that's how I know I didn't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I was well
experience
enough
it.
to know that.
And understanding the
22 crazy.
the dynamics of a person that is either dealing with something or coming out of something traumatic, bringing it up in any way, even in a positive way. They ain't.
That was me for a minute.
They're not trying
big
to hear
minute
it at all.
Because niggas be trying to be positive around me. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit right now.
Because
I'm okay though.
That is.
I'm not a fan of that.
Thing,
I'm not a
though,
fan.
Where it's like I ain't trying to hear that. Because
it's like you
who is
forcing
you to even be saying this right now?
Yeah, and like you like forcing me to be positive, and I'm like, no, I fuck with you being positive. That's cool. Like you do that. I'm real like in the middle right now. Like I'm like I can't like, but I fuck with you. But I can't tell you to your face to stop that positive shit because I'm gonna sound wild because it's not gonna come out right.
But
it's not going
to. Too. Like think about that. Something in you is saying, I don't want to hear this shit. Like,
yeah,
that's a
release,
something holding on, something like, and people don't want to accept that. So when like you do get those messages, I don't want you to respond anymore personally.
Everybody keep on saying that, but the thing like.
I know you're affecting.
I'm not gonna do it forever. Okay, I'm not gonna do it forever.
I mean, you could do one every like 7 months.
Every here and
like,
there, though.
But it's gonna be that one
dude that's gonna be like, you said some shit.
Hit.
Yeah, that's facts.
Like you don't need that energy to hit like that.
That's fair.
You're doing so much positive that opening up to that negative is gonna open up to something else.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to hit.
I get what you're saying.
That's fair.
But the way you can respond is how you bar people up. You give them another poem about themselves. Fuck them. I'm gonna turn the comment.
But real light though, like they don't even spend too much time on it. Like, damn, she didn't even say a lot. But no, for real, like that's the little pettiness of it. Like I gave you one, that was about 7 seconds, and then I'm like listening the rest of the time, see if she say something about what I said.
And I'm gonna repost it.
And I'm reposting. She said this about me. She's talking about me. Yep.
But doing it in the DMs is giving them an intimate.
No,
connection.
I don't.
That's on the comments.
I don't do that.
I'm assuming it's a comment. I'm assuming that.
Comments, I'll just say.
Well, he went straight DM. She like,
somebody say something crazy. And
that's like, you are a ban. You're banned.
No, but
got
DMs, no. I ain't responding to no crazy DMs. And then it's like, I don't really get no crazy DMs like that. But comments, I say something back. But most of the time,
you see, that's why I'm like, yeah, you can right there, shut your ass up. Especially the way like you go about that.
Man, one of my love poems, somebody was like, he put all these red flag emojis, red flag. And it was literally, okay, it was a part 1, part 2 poem, right? Part 1 is,
which part was he commenting on though?
He's commenting on part 1.
Okay, did he watch part 2?
Listen,
probably not.
that's a
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, yeah.
Part 1 is if I let you come around,
y'all listen to that.
You gotta keep me safe. And it's if I let you come around, it gotta be like this. If I let you come around, it gotta be like this. Part 2, if you let me come around, this is how I'm gonna handle you. Right?
Right. This is what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
So part 1, he comment, red flag. She been around too many already. If a woman got this many requirements, leave her alone. She gonna shit on you and this, that, and the fourth. So
that man had a bad experience.
I commented back. I said, I don't know who mishandled you.
Man.
Or has you thinking that I'm up here blowing smoke, but I will be by myself before I disrespect my man. Especially given how our demographics treated. ... Maybe you should check out part 2.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Left it at that. Like, you can be negative all you want, but at the end of the day, like, either I'm going to ignore it.
And that's what I'm saying. You're preaching positive behavior amongst, like, your relationship.
And usually these people that got all this negative shit to say. Usually these people that got all this negative stuff to say, they want some attention.
Yeah.
They've only ever been met with negative behavior. So it's like, to a certain extent, along with my brand.
And they don't know how to love.
Yeah.
I'm not going to meet you with that.
Right.
It also does not align with what I'm doing. So I'm not going to be like, listen here, you crusty ass. Like, I'm not doing
Crusty.
that. Like,
Krusty is always a good way
I'm
to
gonna
start.
still meet you with love, even if you want to keep going on and you want to call me names and stuff. Because at that point, it's a you problem. Don't got nothing to do with me.
It usually is.
Now you gon' at least I'm in your algorithm. Now you gonna keep seeing me.
Facts. Now you can't stop seeing me.
Yeah, maybe one of
You
these.
said not interested.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
I'm
It
stuck.
doesn't
Don't
work.
show-
It doesn't work.
So,
I'll tell you that
doesn't
much.
work.
It does
doesn't
not
work.
work.
I try to not interest a lot of ads.
Oh, a
and
lot.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It does not work.
I
This
already
algorithm
follow
show.
the women's I need to.
See, look, so
I don't
here's
need
what
more.
You said it doesn't work.
It doesn't
It
work.
doesn't.
It-
Man, I remember a specific week.
Here's
I
what
was
you
going
do.
crazy. No. I'm like,
want
it won't
energy in me.
stop. It won't stop.
Here's what you do.
They gotta
right?
fix that shit. What you fixed you cracked it? Like
Yeah.
the fuck?
You gotta go follow a whole nother niche, right?
Yep.
But I
yep,
don't
yep,
want to
yep.
follow nothing anyway.
So you gotta find a whole nother niche.
I feel that.
That's
That
why I
makes
got
sense.
The body lifting and the
Or what you
lifting
can
and
do,
I just
or what you
unfollow
can do-
everybody
or
and
what
follow
you can
back.
do is find a new niche and like a bunch of that stuff.
Yeah.
And
Right,
then
like-
rewire the
So I
algorithm.
went to like
Just straight, just
Like,
down to fucking.
this ain't
Yeah.
or
I don't care.
That
if
makes
it's
sense, though,
home
yeah.
decor, bunny rabbits.
I like me some home
cooking,
decor.
Like, listen,
Is
I
this
can't do the
cake?
cooking. I'm gonna be hungry.
I got on is this
No,
cake? Are y'all
no.
under
Can't.
this?
Yes.
Can't. I'm with Chuck English.
That make me mad,
He
though.
be so yes. Chuck English always be posting that. He always be like, these niggas is at it again. And I be feeling them.
So, like,
but I
get
feel
into,
that
like,
being
is
entertaining
this
though. But I be
cake or, like,
mad.
woodworking.
This Jordan 6 should not be a cake.
I
It looks
like
just
I
like a
like
shoe.
Discover Ocean.
Well, what's that?
Listen.
Like going deep in the ocean.
Yes.
Yes. None of it's fucking. Oh, that
Okay.
scares me. But I will watch it.
Listen,
I
it's
can't
beautiful,
swim.
and they be playing classical music over it. You see
Ooh,
a
stop
whale.
it. It's a
you see the
vibe.
dolphin. It's a vibe.
It's a
It's like-
vision. It's a vision.
The algorithm
like that
is
one a lot.
fucked up
That's tough.
because I get sent so many different niches.
Because you're
'Cause it's
doing
what you
what you're
post.
doing. Yeah, because you're doing.
And I don't post ass, and they still show me ass.
And
Well,
what
I mean,
you do?
because that almost is a prerequisite for what everything else you got going on.
Man, that's a
Hip-hop.
prerequisite on
In
life.
Instagram. Period.
It's
Social media.
hip-hop.
Period.
Yeah, because it's like I could
Attach
like
a song
I'm
to a hip-hop.
Imagine you post a picture with your shirt off just because you just happen to be at a pool. They will flag you for
Oh.
indecent exposure, and then you scroll it moments later. See,
People at
Yeah.
the pool naked.
I ain't even gotta
ass
say it.
flat.
Right,
Yeah,
you
you
see
see
it all,
it, you
but
see it.
I was flagged for my dad body. I wasn't, but you know what I'm saying. Like
My
that's
dad
that's
body.
crazy. Like because you can't get away with that, but they can have
Hey, tear fall
everything.
slow.
Man,
Not the
fast,
dad, but
fast. A couple
I
of
don't
them.
want to get off topic before we wrap it up on the definitions
Mhm.
style of it. Like where, like I was leading into after the 30 days, and you were doing a count, so you were keeping count with it.
yeah.
And did you think of the definitions as a way to keep expanding, or was that already in the alignment?
So at the beginning of my journey, when I first started writing stuff into notebooks,
Putting pen to pad.
putting pen to pad, I used to call it life homework, because it was nothing specific, but people would be like, "You got a homework project," and I'd be like, "Just life."
Got a homework project. People was asking you that.
Like, what you writing all the time in this notebook? Like, you got an
First,
assignment due?
This low-key would have been me.
Yeah.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
Like, it was homework. Man, continue. I'm
You
done.
care? You care?
So I would just find articles pertaining to my own self that I was trying to sort out.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I just like even if it was a word I already knew and it just kind of stood out on the page. It started out with me not knowing words because I was like looking up medical stuff like
Those are
neuro
crazy
type
words.
stuff.
Those is words.
Yeah, long. Like I don't
I
even
like
know.
to think I have a good vocabulary, but not with that.
Not with
Not a chance.
So it started out with just words I didn't know, but then it
Mhm.
was like when words would strike me that I already knew, I would write them down and I would look up the definition and write it at the top of the page so that I could give myself a cue as to like what this page was about, so I could go
love
back in my
that.
notes and be like,
Wow.
okay, well this is what this was about. So
like subject and title and whatnot. Yeah. Like
so the one day I couldn't come up with a caption for the poem. Everybody struggle with captions. And I was like, oh, I could just do definitions. Since it was already something that I kind of do for myself. And then I was like, I like this. I'm about to just rock with this.
It's fire. Super fire idea.
And too, I think it's so important, like you said at the beginning, like words is powerful. Like words hold power. So
mhm.
just our language, the deterioration of language in general, like we don't use certain words anymore. I think it's important to know what words mean, know how to use them properly. Like, so it's kind of like
use them properly. Yes. use them properly.
Pet
Not
peeve
even the
yours?
not even the funny part, but like the actual like people like to say things and like
Mhm.
use them for other
Literally,
things.
Yeah.
Like
the word literally does not mean its definition anymore
Mm-mm.
because they use it so loosely and
Yeah.
unliterally.
I mean, man,
Yeah.
don't get me started on goat. Like these different things. Like I mean, not to like that's more of a acronym,
But
but
yeah,
you know, like
but
just
still,
things
yes.
being used differently than what they should be used and or have traditionally been used, and then you're just like, I don't think you're doing that right.
Mhm.
Like that type
No.
of thing.
No.
Definitions, because people
That's
need to be
dope.
knowing stuff.
And you can run with that in so many different. You can do merch.
There's a
merch and
million
shit,
words.
merch and shit,
I think
you can-
There's a
you can
million
run with
words
shit.
that
It's
have
so dope. It's so
definitions.
dope.
For
I mean,
real.
It's so dope.
Just tossing, just
Literally.
tossing it
And-
literally, right, and
So-
figuratively.
So, are you connecting with any other creators? Are you like doing collabs? I don't know how the ecosystem is digesting you and wanting to be a part of your your glow.
Right.
Creatives. So I on my own like projects and stuff, I have been like reaching out to people and then also too just getting put in touch with people like by people that see what I'm doing is, hey, I want you to meet this person. I appreciate that. I've been collabing with them type of people. But then on the flip side of it, it's like I don't want it to just be my project. It's like what you want to work in that you could see me fitting for. Like let's just be a two-way thing. Let's not just get to my agenda.
Let's use each other's services and whatnot.
Let's figure
do
out.
things for each
Yeah,
other.
like let's do some dope stuff.
Rubbing the right shoulders, so to speak.
Yeah. Creatives like that I've just known from social media in the past, like never met them in real life, but just like, hey, if I was ever to do something like this, would you be interested in being a part of it? Like, yeah, hell yeah, just let me know. That seemed like my type of thing. So, definitely collabing with, people that I can see that fit my I don't know, my vibe. You know what I'm trying to say.
Like your brand,
I
your,
got you.
your
Yeah.
narrative, your
You want
your
it to-
image, your aesthetic.
It has to make
Yeah.
I got
sense.
you.
You're not fiending for anything. Like it all will come when it comes.
When it's supposed to.
Yeah, and I can't like
Force it.
I can't force it, but also too like I am interested in partnering and collabing with people that are on the opposite side of the spectrum of me and finding a cool middle ground
Okay.
where it's like, yeah, I know you be killing. I mean, talk about robbing and killing and stealing, but what are your feelings like?
I mean,
What do you really feel like?
And
What keeps you grounded?
and
Do you keep,
and
your,
that
do
is
you keep your
needed,
mother
too.
close
It's
by?
needed for
We actually have poetry in common. You just say it over
Right,
a really heavy bass. Like
people are hyper focused and get locked in, but there's such
definitely that.
a medium between poetry, spoken word, rap, blues, country,
Podcasting.
like podcasting.
Because I'm like a fiend
Like,
for
yeah,
it now. I
like,
didn't even know.
If I really
crazy.
wanted to like be on some fave shit, I would do a whole podcast about each
Just
of your
talking
poems.
about her shit. Yeah.
Each poem will get a whole podcast. You
Right.
bring
Smart.
people on to talk about it and just digest the meaning of
what is being said.
Everything.
being a partner to somebody. A lot of your stuff is being a partner, and that can be relationship wise, friendship wise, a light on social media to follow. Like a lot of your stuff is so motivational, and I think people are missing it in their lives. And I'm so proud of you because you're reaching people with you being you. And you don't have to you have to do
That's the best part. 'cause you
the
ain't
social
doing too
media
much.
game. It's just you being you, and it's so cool to see. And I'm so happy for you. And it couldn't have happened to a better person that I can ever know. So we're
I feel like
wrapping
an
up
award- I
here.
feel like an award was about to come
Yeah,
up.
you know, that was
for real.
I'm about to say.
here's your flowers.
I mean,
this is not drink chance.
I
Here.
mean, here's a water
I
bottle.
got weed for you.
That's all I got. I felt
Yeah.
like you had something majestic in the back.
I'm gonna buy her something. Her birthday coming.
A lot of our birthdays in this room are
Exactly,
coming
yeah.
to be specific.
Actually,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
there's
crazy.
a
Yeah.
big
Well,
ass
him
thing,
being
yeah.
sooner.
Yeah.
Shout out, Sean.
Shout out to S Dot.
Yeah.
his birthday would have passed by the time this come out. So happy birthday, S Dot.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. What we're wrapping up here. What do you have coming up, and what do you want the people to know about you? Like, as in to take away from this and to grow with you, because again, this is a lot of people's first time seeing you speak That's not rhyming.
Yeah.
That's not right.
So
She can
like,
talk.
No, for real.
Yeah.
And she don't always rhyme.
Right.
Yeah, she doesn't rhyme, and
That-
she's not
yeah,
in the
that's
car.
It. Yeah, you up there, yeah, because now, yeah, that's
Yeah.
facts.
I done
Yeah.
got out, y'all done got me out the car.
Right. That's
Sheesh.
like she outside
And
the car.
thank you. I want to thank
It's
you
cold.
for letting us be. Again, we were your first podcast, I think, back at the house.
Yeah,
She's
sure.
a house day oneer.
White cocaine couch. I'm gonna say that every
Cocaine
time.
couch. Yeah, exactly. It's been a run of these. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the ones I
circle
did
back.
with y'all this summer has been upset white cocaine couch a lot of times.
exactly,
I'm just
exactly,
saying,
yeah.
Shout out to that.
Has a remake, and this is your introduction to like a new career for you. Like you just came on as like a friend of the show and just hanging out. But like I'm so happy
An
to see you now that
entrepreneur of
I'm
sorts.
I'm giving
Right.
you a personal interview, and you gave me a top clip from that era too when I described my hatred of wingtip.
I was
makeup.
gonna say the winged liner conversation.
Yeah,
Damn,
that
that's
was
ringing a bell. I can't.
I still.
What's wrong with that for you?
He hates it.
Yeah, but like, why?
Indescribably.
I feel like if
He said it looked like somebody sneezed.
if any
while they was doing their
what,
makeup.
like
Yeah, and it was like I'm gonna keep it.
If anything, if anything is done like makeup wise, in my opinion of a man who gives a fuck what I think, but like if you do it right, you're good.
it was more so of a,
It's like I feel like the more minimalistic
trend.
you is, and it's just like it's real smooth with it. Like you know what you're doing.
it was a trend where I didn't understand.
See, I can dig it.
And a lot of these trends fade. Like I come across
Like
a
the
lot of
wingtip been around
It's
for
been
quite
around.
some time.
but
No,
I come across a lot of women who say, "Damn, I should have never cut my eyebrows. I should have never did that
I
to
know
my
women that
eyebrows."
had no eyebrows.
Exactly, because they did shit to them early. And I bet you when you're 40 years old, you're gonna look back like, "Damn, I was really drawn on the side of my face."
The side. Oh, here
But
he
I love
go.
you though,
Man, I feel like it's no it's a whisper.
But that was one of the first clips, and
That's funny.
I
I
appreciate
hope I
you.
say that with a smile. I hope I say everything I did in my youth. I say it with a smile, no matter how ridiculous.
Yep. Sounds about
I think
correct.
I did.
I probably would have to smile at most of it.
I think I
Like,
did.
wow, you really did that. You crazy.
I'm
kid.
alive.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna beat my son ass. I already can see it.
I'm happy that a lot of my like on years I got to record it because like I do go back and listen to our first episode a lot.
I haven't listened to that one in a minute. You was breaking shit down. We gotta have one of those for real.
Yeah, man.
Cause you know I got it. This here.
Man, that's
Yeah.
one of them ones where
That's tough.
I realized like, oh shit, we were on it from the jump. That's a fucking.
I remember listening to it the first time. I remember because I wasn't even aware, like I wouldn't even say aware, but like the whole ecosystem
yeah,
of
podcasts
podcasts,
in
like
general,
2015, 16 was kind of
wasn't-
different. And I was like, he really do. I'm like, that's interesting. How much is he gonna talk about for how long? I didn't know. And now it's like it makes so much sense to
hour
do.
and a half. You get it now.
It makes
we
so
got
much
some
sense to-
Jack Daniels going.
Jack
It was a
Daniel,
two-parter. We
come
had to
on
cut some
now.
shit out because of some baby mamas on there. It was a good first episode.
Baby
and I knew
mamas.
I knew
I
it was
gotta
lit.
listen
I
to
knew it was lit,
Baby
bro.
mamas.
I knew it was lit. Yeah.
Oh
First
man,
episode
hey,
had
you
to
was
edit.
done?
Everything else was like, nah, we good.
Not
but
the
that
baby
first
mamas.
episode was like, okay, this cannot go out.
It says
like
a lot
this.
about you how your baby mother look. It says a lot about you. It says a lot.
There's a meme going
So
around
it says a lot.
saying,
Not to even be
my girl
crude.
laughed at me when she seen my baby mama.
Yeah, I seen that too, and I was like, oh, I could never. I could never.
Like, hey, because you can't say no. Like, hey, it was a hard time back then. I was on a bus still.
Yes,
She had a crib and a car and a good job. She was getting it. She was a nurse at 18. It was lit. I had to.
Oh my god.
Is there anything you want to promote or tell anybody that's coming up with anything before we
I don't have no definitive dates for what I'm
I
working
know,
on.
yeah,
It's
you just
as
do
it
it. You
comes
just-
out,
just
it's gonna come out.
stay on
I
her
do got
page.
stuff
Just do
that's
what I
coming out.
do.
I think a lot of people would enjoy it.
The holiday season should be good to you because that's a lot of angst and anxiety about all of that and just being able to perform, so to speak, throughout the holidays. You know, like just making appearances, so to speak. That'll help a ton.
I also think
I
you
could
will
imagine.
be very prosperous on like Twitch.
Ooh,
Like
she would.
just doing a
Yeah.
live stream.
Tell me,
She
tell
go
me,
crazy
tell
on
me.
Twitch.
Doing
We
a
gonna have
live
separate
stream.
conversation.
Yeah, put her on
And
just because he still need to put
we
me
can
on.
cut this
food.
out.
We
but
can
yeah.
have a sit down.
But
Yeah,
like
that's it.
you interacting with the chat and just
No, and I do
talking.
want to
It's
start
live.
interacting more because
And
it's
you can
like,
get your whole little, thing
And then
behind
the
you. Make
setup
it
and all of that,
get you a
and
nice
like,
mic. Yeah.
and you can. Yeah, we're gonna get into it,
Yeah,
but
that's
like
tough. Yeah, that's something to talk about.
the connection, getting with the faves. We're gonna get this faves thing. We're
Yeah,
going
that's tough.
and getting with the faves and really growing that community, because it's not just a poem; it's the friend that likes the poem too, that they just connected and they can
Yeah.
relate
The
on
feelings behind the
experiences,
poem.
Yeah,
relate on growing and fucking. It's like earn your like a earn your leisure type thing where you're promoting growth and just positive wealth and positive wellness, and all
That's
that.
the one time it's wellness was said. This should have been said more.
Yes,
That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot
I didn't even
of
think about that. Yeah.
a lot of mental wellness. That's what you're promoting. A lot of mental wellness that is food for thought. Like literally using the right a food for thought, because it's like, at least if I listen to this, I'm going to think about, are the people around me helping me grow? Am I helping myself grow? And am I helping somebody grow?
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, she'd go crazy on Twitch.
Listen.
Yeah. I'm trying to get people over there, man. They
I
giving
keep
out the
on hearing
bag.
about Twitch
He
and
keep trying to. I
wanna know.
gotta
giving the
fully
people
do
the
it, bro. Because I'm
bag,
trying to get on there
man.
with my son. We gonna play games.
I'm gonna get my setup
wanna-
fully
he wanna do
right.
That so bad. He has a.
Wait till I get my setup right. I'm on there 8 hours a day from now on, bro. I'm getting that bag.
No,
bro.
because you
I'm
can really
telling you.
do that. Yeah,
I'm
like
telling you, I'm gonna
it's
go
crazy. It's crazy with the world we live in and the
we
ways you can
gonna-
get to this money.
We're gonna jump into reading,
That's
watching,
'cause
listening.
they
I'm
ain't
becoming
give
a
us
sports
no
gambler very
option.
soon here.
No, facts. That's
Listen.
what
I
I'm
know
saying.
too much.
That's
I was like
the-
watching the Guardians game, literally calling bitches.
The
But
gambler
this was bound
streams
to
are
happen,
getting
though.
it.
This was bound to
Truly,
happen though,
truly.
because it's like, as much as we don't be given a good chance to get a job and stuff, because you got to have experience. But how
Oh,
get
my- don't
experience
start.
if you don't hire me? Like, well, we gonna figure out how to make
Yep.
money on Instagram,
that
on
was the
Twitch, on
worst.
TikTok, like,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna be mad that we not
Direct to
working a real
consumer,
job.
direct to consumer, and they
It's a
gotta
real
come
job.
to you to promote their new product, because they don't know how to reach the 18 to 50 graph. What's your demographic like? Your demographic, how you like?
Has
is
to be
reaching-
like tweens and goddamn
It's
grandmothers.
everywhere.
Yeah, like-
it's everywhere. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, okay, we have this suburban mom. Okay.
because
Soccer
it
moms
was
are
hitting
going to
home,
soccer.
because they was probably like not happy in certain places and knowing if they're doing the right thing with being stay at
And
home.
then
yeah.
I was like, okay, didn't know that this many aunties had
And
Instagram.
then Kevin
Mhm.
Gates.
Yeah, so that was like
It's
a
like,
wild
what?
part where I'm like, okay,
The
and
reach
then
is
it was
real.
like I started realizing like with more the like love poems and stuff, it was
Mhm.
like I got more of a male demographic, like
Sounds about right.
Because they don't know how to express
Yep.
those feelings. They don't know how to find those words. You were speaking a lot of things that hit home for me, but I know people that couldn't
Or-
express them. That
or-
way.
and
So,
too, just
yeah.
like a lot of dudes have said, like I've never heard nobody talk like
Talk
this.
to
Talk
them
about
like that.
yeah.
And
Yeah, it's a weird
never-
feeling. It's no
In this
currently
climate-
experiencing it, it's really weird because you're like, why are you so fucking nice?
Yeah.
You
I
know,
think
you're
that-
not sassy at all. This is weird.
Yeah, I get that.
Don't
I
like
get
it
that a
though.
lot.
I don't like that. It feels weird.
having a
That-
conversation.
you know what I'm saying?
But you
It's-
like it, though. That be
because
the
you
thing.
should. Because it's somebody being nice to you.
But it's so my thing is any foreign feeling, no matter how good it feels, if it's not something you used to, you're gonna be uncomfortable by it until you either continuously expose yourself to it or you start using it internally and you start treating yourself like that internally. So
Yep. That's it.
You're,
That's it.
You're amazing. You've been amazing. We're gonna wrap this up on what are you reading, watching, or listening to. I'm going to start with Kickback. What are you reading?
Definitely not reading anything right
watching,
now.
or listening to? Sir?
I've been listening that Grande Marshall tape nonstop. This is me and him, and ironically the cover is green.
Okay.
But I've
Solid
been listening to that
genre.
nonstop. But I've been watching an abundance of scary movies because of the time of year it is, and I'm maybe not well in the head. I'm doing too much, but yeah.
Okay.
I can't sit in the same room with my son. He can't watch that.
Nah.
He be
Okay.
pissed.
Shout out to the young king. Favelababy.
yeah,
Okay.
reading, watching, listening.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm reading. I just got done reading Atomic Habits.
Okay.
I'm partway through reading From Niggas to Gods.
Mm.
Who wrote that?
Akil something. It's really
That first name struck a random bell or struck a hit a bell.
fire.
Mm,
It's a
okay.
fire book. It's written specifically for us. It's no fancy jib jab. Like it gets straight to the point.
Fancy
Dope.
jib jab becomes a lot.
Watching. I just got done watching The Watcher.
Ooh,
Y'all heard
hell
that's
yeah.
pretty fire.
Fire.
Y'all heard it's
Super
fire.
good.
Fire.
There's a
I'm
lot
remake,
of stuff
I mean,
out right
the
now,
new
and it's like I
HBO?
can't decide.
The-
It's on
the-
Netflix, right?
Netflix. It's on
Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Oh,
But I
okay.
seen the one on HBO.
Okay.
It's a movie called The Watcher as
Okay.
well.
They're definitely yeah.
No,
So
I'm
I was
thinking
at
of the
first I wasn't.
Watchmen. I'm thinking of the Watchmen. I'm thinking of the Watchmen.
There's a
Yeah, I was thinking of Watchmen.
yeah. Oh, Horseshack.
The Watcher. I don't think I'm hip.
It's Horseshack. man.
Also watching the Patient on Hulu. Fire. It's the dude from The Office, but he's a very serious character in this.
Dude
Fire.
from The Office, the main character from The Office, or
Yeah,
Michael Scott?
Michael. Yeah,
Michael?
Michael Scott. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
shit.
he's a therapist in it. And I'm gonna just tell you how the
I
first
think I
episode
seen
starts.
something.
I'm gonna tell you how the first episode start, but I ain't gonna tell you everything. So he
I
wake
like
up.
that you preface with that because some people would just tell you.
No, listen. So he wake up. He sit up. He get out the bed. He go to take a step, and his leg is chained to the floor.
Oh, go no. Okay, bet. All right.
okay?
Don't tell me more.
And from there, you just like,
I thought
what's
you was
going
going. I
on?
thought you said he's going to hop about the bed and turn his
Turn
Turn his swag on.
Yeah, if I
Turned
say
his-
damn, I
he
turn my
turned his
swag
he
on in a
sprained his
minute.
ankle on.
Listening to. Of course, I'm listening to "It's Only Me" by Lil Baby.
okay,
Okay.
Fire.
okay.
Also,
First review of
listening
that.
to the 5,000
First.
projects that Young Boy has put out.
Okay.
Um,
the yin and yang
He
of
on fire. I've been listening to this "Woman Like Me" by Shaka Khan. Came out this year.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
Interessante.
Mm.
You know she's singing.
Mm.
Stop it. That's dope. Do they own their masters? I hope they do.
And
Man,
then
me
the
too,
OJs.
bro.
I've been on the OJs.
Okay,
kick.
OJ.
Okay. I
Okay.
like that. See, you got to have a couple
Oh yeah.
older songs, whether they be like way older, kind of old. It just makes a good balance.
So, is that it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. I am not reading anything, but I'm gonna start to write my book.
Yeah.
I'm tentatively playing with a name. I don't want to say it right now,
Tentatively. As soon as I hear tentatively, I'm like, things are getting serious.
but
What's the book gonna be called?
I think I have the cover though.
Oh, that's even better
I
because
think
that's
I
gonna
definitely
draw
have the
motherfucker.
cover,
Yeah.
and if the cover is gonna hit like how I want it to hit, I have the name in it. I think it'll hit super dope.
I think I got my cover and my name for my book. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Top secret.
Stamp.
I
Red-
am
red top
watching-
stamp.
I am watching a lot of Twitch. So I've dived into it a little bit. I've got my setup how I want it. And it's just about putting the hours in now.
Mhm.
And I've dived into a person named Kai Sanat. He is the number one
The
sub.
one dude with the braids.
Braids, he began sturdy. He had
He began sturdy. We
yeah. he had Ice Spice on the yeah.
I seen that. I seen that. Yeah.
but he does it all.
Yeah, he
out
just
of
hit
his
like a
room.
crazy John. Yeah, he just hit like a million or something like that.
He hit
Something crazy.
he has
number.
2.4 million followers
You
on
gotta
there,
pay.
and then 100,000 subs. So 100,000 subs is at $5.99 a month.
That's bread. That's bread.
yeah,
That's Twitch. That's what we talking
that's
about.
Twitch.
Yeah.
But
You can
he
have
streams
$6 subs.
8 hours a day.
8 hours. a
He'll
day?
start at 8 o'clock at night and go.
I mean, it's a
he
job,
has
I
Lil
guess.
Baby on right now.
Well-
If I pull up,
What games he be playing?
he don't be playing shit for real. He
Just
he'll
talk.
He
I'm
just
spitting-
talk.
I'm so-
Just
that
talk.
just
But
blew my mind.
here's the thing: like he'll bring
I
in.
can talk.
It's like
And I can say stuff that rhyme if
'Cause
it
what-
Twitch.
Ah!
I mean,
He'll bring
Word,
so
'cause he
he'll
don't
be
be
in his
rhyming
room.
no
Yeah, no.
No, I'm just saying, like I figure he was playing games based on the age.
The
and what
first
he was
5
sitting in.
hours is just him talking and then
About what?
and then watching like videos and shit.
like,
And then
reacting
in
to
the
them
later
things.
night, like the later night, he'll jump on the game and shit like
What
that.
he be playing?
He'll play like
Anything?
Call of Duty or
I
some
know
shit like
that's
that.
pretty like easy math,
Interesting.
but that's $600,000 in
That's
subscription.
And that's
more than
not-
what you had.
And that's just
You feel me?
subscriptions.
That's the tax. That's before
600,000.
taxes.
So and
It
then you
don't
get
matter.
and
That's
you
a lot.
get bonuses.
I'll take that.
I don't
for
care about
streaming.
taxes. I don't care.
So if you pass their
Yeah.
streaming marks that they set for you, you get bonuses on top of that.
And he's hitting all of them.
Not including your personal like in-app streaming sponsorships. So a lot of these Twitchers got a gambling ad stream, so they'll gamble. I'm playing the
Gamble?
game. They'll get
On what he's playing?
like Drake. So Drake
When he do
owns
that
stakes.
stakes. Yeah, stake. Yeah.
He has an ownership in stakes, so he'll go on
That's even-
stream.
well, that makes sense.
Yeah, and he'll gamble, but they'll give him a credit line to gamble
Right,
with.
of course. That's why he be on there like.
So
yeah,
they
look,
give
I just
these
made
streamers a
$2
credit
million.
line
It's
They on
gully
there-
out here,
they
bro. That's
going-
crazy. You do
going
the same
in.
with the podcast, going on Patreon and shit like that. Like, what's the mystery school with Mikey Rocks and them? I think is it on Twitch? I gotta pay.
Probably
for that.
is, yeah.
I gotta
It
pay
probably
for
is.
that.
It
Like,
probably- yeah.
Like niggas, like I gotta pay for that. Like it's a
Yeah.
million people that'll see her and be like, I gotta pay for that.
So when
See
it
that, gotta pay for that.
People trying to pay me now.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
all right, y'all, let me hold on.
How
the
much?
Carson that
How
guy
much you saying?
got a facial on stream. So he
Come
just
again, say what?
had a person come in, a woman come in, gave him a facial. She brought the whole setup.
I heard that
I know,
weird.
I know.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Continue.
That's why it was funny. Got a facial on stream, like, chat. It feels great. Like he's just talking through the facial, and he has 50,000 people.
That's crazy.
Watching him, giving
I
out
low-key
more
got a
subs.
facial when I got my haircut today, like the towel joint.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody was watching
But
that.
you should have been streaming it. So I'm watching that. I'm learning how they do it, and it's just
Tall
a-
is that?
Man,
a lot
it
of
was
interaction with the chat, and a lot of just you have to be entertaining. You have to
Yeah.
do entertaining things. So he'll just go watch an entertaining video and react to it and be over the top. But you're building that community. I fell in love with it. I did. It's very interesting.
Community.
It's
The
the community.
exchange.
Yes.
I want to do
Community.
Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely how they talk about it. Yeah, community. and-
Listening
yeah.
to, I've been
Mm.
on this Afro beats kick for a while right now, and just Sirius XM gave me 3 months free.
I was about to say you pay for that.
No, but
Nobody I know that has that. pays for
Drake
it.
is having a show at the Apollo November
I heard
11th.
something about that. Why not 18th? They missed their chance.
They did. I don't know what that
Probably
was.
booked
Yeah,
already.
but November 11th at the Apollo, his first time performing. If you download the Sirius Salad, it's not another ad. I'm telling you, it's not. But if you download it and you listen to Sirius 42 or whatever it is, you hear the Drake ad and you can apply to win and shit like that. You can win tickets. So I bought that, and he's playing like Tim's and all these Afro beats, and I was like, oh shit, well, I like Afro
What
beats.
you
I
been
guess,
listening
yeah,
to?
that's
Yeah.
I like Afro beats now because it's just a cool vibe, and it's not.
I'm a
I
fan of
don't-
this. This is my identity now.
At this point in
I'm
my
with it.
life, I only listen to like shoot 'em up hip hop for like maybe 3 hours of my day.
Uh-huh.
Like it's just I don't have an all
I
day.
think I listen to music for maybe a total of 3 hours a day. The way my current life is set up, and I think I do a lot of the shooting.
I listen to a lot during work, so I'm just
I'm podcasting.
I
At
be
work.
having to listen to that at the gym. I'll be like, ooh,
yeah.
this get me
Keep me
going.
up.
Oh, let me-
Yeah.
this Griselda got me running 30 miles.
Facts. Well,
Rome
fucking-
Street's got a heater on him, juice.
Also listening to Pierre Bourne's album. That
I
Pierre-
don't like this one as
No?
much, bro. I am down in the dumps about it.
It's, a
It's not bad though.
smooth
It's not
vibe
bad.
for me. For me not being a Pierre Bourne fan.
Yeah, it's not bad,
I'm
but it's
like, all right,
definitely
Pierre.
like to me it ain't top tier,
Okay.
but it's like definitely not bad. But
I like the
I like-
flow of it.
yeah,
It's a
I
very
like the
good
X Factor
flow.
on there and Diary.
Yeah, it's a good little vibe if you want to check that out.
The one before it with the Murakami pillow on it
Mm.
with the cutting. That's the one.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it. I'm
The
gonna listen to it on the drive
Murakami.
on.
Yeah, tap in, bro. Nice. The beat's outstanding.
That's the show. Thank you for being you, and I'm so proud of you, and I guess the next time we see you, this would be in your studio or some shit, or
Yeah.
With her Twitch setup.
Yeah, with her Twitch setup and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Slash podcast setup because she's gonna start a podcast talking about wellness. Oh, I just said that.
Ooh.
You're welcome.
Ooh,
I'm just
I
saying.
got something you can link. it
I am
to.
about to start doing interviews.
I'm just telling you.
The
I'm-
Favela show.
It's
do it.
Reggie.
I did my first interview.
Ooh. Ooh. I am with it. Can I be on a panel or can I come
Can I
on?
be
I
on
would
the
love to talk
panel?
about love.
I'm asking
I would
questions
love to talk about relationships and
On the
building and stuff like
panel.
that.
Yeah.
I have so many opinions on it.
on love.
Yeah, love and like
Boy, I'm jaded. It's bad.
because we've talked about this. Having a partner that is as focused
But
on
people don't really be jaded by love. They be jaded by the heartbreak.
the heartbreak.
You love love.
Love is fun.
I
Love
mean-
is what the goal is, but what loves come if there's no risk, doesn't matter type thing. Like,
maybe,
there's a
maybe,
risk to it
maybe
all.
jaded by the type of love you settle for
Mm.
is where I'm at. Possibly.
See, that's a whole nother podcast.
On
Right there,
God.
sir. That's a whole nother podcast.
Niggas is mad.
guess we'll be
introspective.
on-
You gonna have to do
Hello.
another one about ugly baby mamas too, though.
Could never be me.
Cause listen, the thing that I be
Could
thinking about
never.
ugly baby mamas is like perhaps maybe with that first baby mama if she's not the cutest, it's just because it's
And
not a
ain't
lot of
nothing wrong with that
options.
either. And there's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
not a
neither.
lot of variety. Like you take what you get when you in.
I
a
mean, but you
certain-
also got to be smart about what you're doing. Because that's a lifetime. That's a person you're going to know the rest of your life.
And you got to think
Man,
about the
she
baby.
might have a beautiful heart hard though.
Oh,
You
excuse
gotta
me.
think about the baby.
That's true. But some people are just terrible people on the inside and outside. Not to say that, you know what I'm
Shout out to all
saying?
the ugly baby mamas out there.
Once again, I
I'm
could
sorry,
never.
I didn't mean to. I didn't
Once
mean to
again,
bring
I
it
could
up.
never.
Thank you, Rebe.
This probably some
But-
ugly
but-
first baby dad too.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
matter of fact, yeah,
big.
maybe more than the
A
ugly baby
bag
mama.
does not come with a face.
Oh, you thought we was going? You thought
the
we was?
bag does not come.
You thought we was
with
gonna
a
go the other way? No, we said no.
face.
No, you're actually right. Probably more right.
Yeah.
Shit.
When you see them super tall, lanky girls, like, oh, so your dad was just probably just the tall guy, huh? Because
Yeah, he like 6'9",
You-
but he
you
worked like a
6'7"?
wherever.
thank you for coming. I appreciate y'all. This is Color Radio. I'm Juice. Kickback. Favelababy. Rebe. S. Carter. Play that funky music.